gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, I pray to God and ask for help, hoping that I can change. So much be going on inside this life I'm living, man. Trying to move on, but shit, my past is always catching up. No time for that, these opportunities be passing, bro. Gotta be strong for the ones who don't feel like holding on. It's in your struggle where you find out who you really are. Your times go hard, but you just need to put your faith in God and keep on going. Pray my lyrics really take me far. I'm thinking twice about my life and how I'm living. Say you better not slip up, these devils out here trying to get you, man. Say what I can about this plan, bitch, I don't understand. These streets will take your soul, I'm trying to help y'all comprehend. But life is like shit when you living with no purpose. Gotta get yourself together, try to break right through the surface, yeah. I lost my brother to that rock, man, this shit is insane. My heart goes out to my mama, she really feel my pain. Find my composure out here walking like a soldier, but this shit weighing me down just like a motherfucking boulder. My heart stuck in the past, I'm out here trying to find some closure. Just gotta keep on going, knowing the battle still ain't over, yeah. I pray to God and ask for help, hoping that I can change. So much be going on inside this life I'm living, man. Trying to move on, but shit, my past is always catching up. No time for that, these opportunities be passing, bro. Gotta be strong for the ones who don't feel like holding on. It's in your struggle where you find out who you really are. Your times go hard, but you just need to put your faith in God and keep on going. Pray my lyrics really take me far. The second verse feel like I'm cursed, but shit, I've been through worse. Just thank God, cause I know I could've been riding in that hearse. Through all my ups and all my downs, I gotta put them first. Jesus, my kingdom, been with me through all my strongest hurts. Felt like there's demons on my shoulder trying to tear me down. But to get brighter shit, you gotta get broken to the ground. All them drug addicts and killers up on my side of town. But fuck it though, I'm posted straight up out that underground. Preach to the young and stay in school, that street life isn't cool. Lead by example, cause if I do it, they gon' do it too. I'm off that 9th Street teaching boxing to the kids and youth. Just trying to get back to my city, shit, that is the truth. I pray to God and ask for help, hoping that I can change. So much be going on inside this life I'm living, man. Trying to move on, but shit, my past is always catching up. No time for that, these opportunities be passing, but gotta be strong for the ones who don't feel like holding on. It's in your struggle where you find out who you really are. Your times go hard, but you just need to put your faith in God and keep on going. Pray my lyrics really take me far. Yeah, man, it's like through it all, you know, you gotta keep pushing, you gotta keep on going. It ain't never ending. You got the last say. Shit, just put your faith in God and stand tall through it all.
What's good, everybody? What's good? Let me check my audio, make sure that everything is straight, ready, and good to go. We got a couple things to cover today. Let me put my banners up so I know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay, cool. Because I'm freestyling again today, but it should definitely, oh, damn, see? People say, hey, you made a typo. Yeah, I see right there. Hold on. Take that out because y'all, you know, I use this stuff for short, so I don't want to look crazy. There we go. All right. Hey, quick greetings to y'all. Hey, Candy's Wig. I appreciate you being here. See, you finally know that I'm going to consistently go live. I know that I disappeared years ago, but I'm still here. Choctaw, always good to see you. Thank you so much. Sugar Plum, what's good? Good afternoon, good evening, however you look at it, whatever time zone you're in. Let's see, who else do we got? We got Lovejoy in the building. Lovejoy in the building. How you doing? Good to see you. All right. So I'm not going to wait at all whatsoever. I'm just going to jump right into the content. So a quick intro and what we're going to be covering. I didn't know that I was going to add my ZX Vic update to the docket, but a lot happened there, and it's it's very interesting watching those individuals crash out. And hey, too bad. And then we're definitely going to get into this NY, or yeah, the NY situation. I'm going to explain it. I'm going to diagnose what I think. Now, it is being gathered in the YouTube streets for sure, that just the details of the situation. So me, I'm going to pull everything together, let you know from a point of view that I experienced it one on one, and then we'll let the streets eat. And then after the streets eat, obviously we're going to report back on it and close it out. Okay, so all right, so ZX and Vic, they really, really, I would say they shocked me a little bit, right? And as I said, like, some of the people have seen most of that content and some people haven't. So I'm gonna hit this as fast as possible. So I was just hanging out and just watching the YouTube streets, and I got a text. And when I get a text, it's like, okay, go check this video out, whatever. Click on the video. If it's interesting, I'll sit in the bushes, see what's going on. And usually I dip, but I was very, very interested in ZX and Vic actually confronting one another. And it really turned into the strangest thing I've seen in so long. So ZX spent, I'd say, at least an hour, arguing with Vic, but it was all like on some snitching stuff. I couldn't believe it. I thought he was going to say something along the lines of, you were crying over there, or, do you really like that car? I thought it was going to be slick shade, but absolutely not. ZX was like, hey, Vic, was your wife insured? Hey, Vic, did you take your wife off of the insurance? Hey, Vic, if you're legally married, that person has to be on the policy. So basically, he was going back and forth and up and down to, diagnose the situation that he didn't feel like things were handled properly. He was asking him if he had gotten a police report, who he reached out to. It was crazy. And then ZX came out, though, just out of the bushes, and said, listen, I'm going to go ahead and call on air. I'm going to call an insurance agent. I'm going to say, hey, me and my wife are moving to Detroit and we want a policy. I'm going to be, we're going to be living together, and I don't necessarily need her on it. And ZX was going to prove on air that Vic was doing something wrong with the insurance. Now, the major problem with that is, number one, they were starting to mention, oh yeah, there could be breaking the law. Now, I know that they were talking about the driver, because ZX asked Vic about 500 times if the driver was drunk, or if the driver committed some type of traffic violation or whatever. He was really trying to dig in there. Where's the police report and this and that? I was like, what the hell is going on? And it even got worse. I thought that they would stop, because people in the chat were like, I'm going to send this video to the police. I'm going to report this. Oh, ZX, when you call the insurance agent or the police or whoever you're going to call, I'm going to record that and, take a look at that. I was like, this is going to stop sometime. I just know it. You know what I'm saying? Especially after people were saying that they're going to use it as evidence against Vic. But ZX kept going and going and going and going. So what do we see today? Vic goes live. Vic goes live. I thought that Vic would, maybe brush it off or whatever. Nope. He went deep into it. He was like, hey, ZX, what you were saying last night about insurance and this and that, basically, to boil it all down, he was telling him to mind his own business. And it was a back and forth fight situation. And we already know that I said at yesterday's content or commentary, whatever you want to call it, that Vic, that that ZX was timing his people out and things like that. So me personally, I think that there was some pressure behind the scenes of being exposed that ZX and him have some kind of pact, and that his wrench couldn't get taken in, that he was blocking people, because I can just tell because how irritated both of them were. Something had to go down. So we're definitely gonna, dive into that later. That's really all that I want to say about it, because me, I typically promise a one and done. With when I deal with somebody, they crash out, or whatever happens. I really don't like to just press on certain issues, because then it becomes redundant commentary, and that's not what I want to give you all, because yeah, I just don't. What's going on? Actually, maybe the streets are already eating, because the person that put it out gave you guys something to talk about. Salute to Shakim. Um, yeah. I Was it Shakim or was it Shakima? Well, actually, maybe I know that you dropped in my chat yesterday, and you said that the person that you said my mod got exposed for catfishing. I know that you dropped in. Now, remember when I told you, like, I got a lot of messages sent to me in regards to, what was happening? So yes, it is brought to the streets attention, but we all have different details. And since my details are, she was a mod at a place that I frequent quite often. I don't go to too many places, but a place I frequent quite often. And then she was my mod. So I have details on some of the super weird stuff that she was doing along the way. And then I think that she was testing people. So, from a first person standpoint, I think I could give you all just a little bit more commentary about it. And then, as I said, like, we'll let the streets eat, and we'll let them figure it out, because over here, we're not going to spend too much time on trying to be Inspector Gadget, because that's just not me. Uh, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, Shakima. That's what I thought. Okay. Sometimes you type Shakim, but yeah, Shakima is on the case for sure. And then, Brenda's involved. I'm involved. One of the other content creators is involved. It's deeper than you think it is. But me, I'm not a person that comes out here and just starts spewing out a whole lot of stuff from the streets. I kind of let things just fall into place and report on it. I'm here to hear about the popping of NY. I got you. I got you. Trust me, I got you. Hey, the purse is closed. You're always here. I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Consistent supporter. Vic is getting his own karma. Hey, Choctaw, did you hear Vic complain about the car? Vic looks awful over there. And okay, let me write that down so I remember to tell y'all about the car. Vic car. Okay. So ZX, did you see what he did on his channel? All of his videos, all of his videos are privated and or deleted, and he's crawling over to VS to try to get help. I I didn't think that, wow. I, I didn't even put that much pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like level 6 out of 10 of trolling. So all of his videos are down. Now, you know what? He came up with the really original idea, which you guys are here, so I'm being sarcastic. He came up with the real original idea to start loading his channel up with shorts. ZX came up with the ingenious idea to start loading his channel up with shorts. And then one of the only videos he left up is the video that he went live about me. Jesus. And remember when he said, "Oh, I'm going to go back to my channel. And when I go back to my channel, I don't hit Envy's link. He's going to be sitting over there with nobody." Then he put my name in the title the next day. But y'all see the shorts, whatever. We're going to keep moving. The unfiltered Muffy, thank you very much. How are you doing? What's up, Kendra? You always greet me out in the YouTube streets. I appreciate that. Candy's wig. You know what we got. You know how we do over here. Soul Sister, glad to see you. I know that you got a phone call and dropped. I just wanted to make sure you were cool yesterday, that nothing happened, and everything was everything, right? Hey, Stacy, good afternoon. Brenda, what's good? Hey, Brenda, I'm going to try to do my best with the very limited information all over the place that I have, but I think I can bring a little bit more to the table than has been brought out so far. Okay, did I miss anybody? No, I did not. No, I did not. The unfiltered Muffy, if I didn't say what's up, hello. All right, so let's continue. Let's get this mess. Let's see. Oh, so okay, yeah, ZX takes the videos down and he has this ingenious idea to do shorts, which obviously, that's what we do here. Now, Vic basically complained all day. He got in that damn car and he was crying about I don't like SUVs. I don't like trucks. It has great visibility. It was hit right here on the front bumper. This dude complained about this car more than I've seen like a new kid complain about their bicycle not being as cool as their friends. Like he was tripping the hell out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you said, what's up? You see what I had to do to, yeah. Yeah, Mike, you said, I'm going to check that out over at Cupcakes. You did that at Big Cupcakes, didn't you, Mike? Because I'm definitely going to check that out. I know that shit's going to be funny as hell. Anyway, okay, so let's get these people off of my damn screen. Okay, cool. All right. Now, when I put up banners, I don't want you guys to think that it's a PowerPoint presentation or whatever, but it keeps me on track. Give me 1 second. I'm like sitting in the dark. Let me turn my lights on. Give me a second. All right. My bad. Why is Envy sitting in the dark? Yeah, go ahead and clip that. All right, so let's start from the top, okay? And the chat, please fill me in if I'm missing something or you want to hear greater detail into the situation. Let me see what other banner I got. Okay, cool. Where we need to be. All right, so originally what happened was NY was given a wrench, as I said, at somewhere that I frequent. And one of the reasons why she was given a wrench at that place was, I mean, she was very, very supportive. She was consistent, and she was kind of like, you could see her not going too many places. Yeah, she was starting to like fade into places, step in, step out, whatever. But just seeing consistency, not being messy, moving properly, just always there, contributing to the content from the chat. Just, I don't know, just certain things that you look at people from being like, are you a subscriber, supporter, member, mod, whatever? There's different people that are always going to be in your channel, people that are not, whatever. So she was given a wrench at this individual's place. Cool. Hey, Vibrant, thank you for being here. So, okay. Now, some weird stuff started happening like very, very, very soon. And the crazy thing is I don't know. Maybe I missed something. I wasn't being observant because I called the content creator. I'm like, hey, hey, when I look at people and I make somebody a mod, people aren't just mods. Like, I don't just throw you a stick because you're here. I don't throw you a stick because you gave a few dollars or whatever. I would like to say that I'm really, really good at picking mods because I say my mods are the best in the game and I don't want a weak link. So anyway, when I gave this individual a wrench, things started to change a little bit. It was kind of strange. Would you say sincere isn't protecting her friend on this one? Yeah, she actually, that's where she came from. And I leave names out of it, like with the the whole trail, but since you said it, yes, that's where she came. And she went to Big Rigs and then she came to mine. Okay, so it being intermixed and definitely trusting Big Rigs and trust me, whatever. But we were also talking about, hey, did you see something that she put in the chat or whatever? And I'm glad you said that, actually, maybe because I was actually wondering what Sincere's take was going to be on the situation. Let me take this banner down. We don't need it anymore. she took her page back down. Oh wow. Oh wow. Hey, listen, that's part of the reason why we thought that she was legit. I was like, let me click on her profile or whatever, because starting to see some strange comments, right? And I'll tell you what those strange comments are in just a second. When I clicked on it, obviously being a mod at Big Rigs, I went over to the channel, and there's a lot of shorts, a lot of videos, a lot of just reason for you to think that that's a real person. A fake person doesn't typically have a page that has content on it, right? So we're looking at the page. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. Yeah, I see. Would you say Mike didn't always go by the policy? Some of the invites made me quit group chats altogether. I know. Hey, trust me. And I'm going to tell you about the people that I got catfished, and we're going to dive. We're going to dive into the whole situation. Got to be careful giving people mod sticks today. They can mess up a channel. Yes. And a lot of people don't understand, like, mods represent the channel, and people also have to understand. When you're a channel and you have mods, let's say the mod goes out and does something crazy, starts some beef, whatever the situation is, it's going to come back to your channel. It's not just, hey, they got a mod stick and they could time out whatever on your channel. When they go out there, basically it's going to come back to you. So as I said, if anything ever happens on my channel, on my panel, or have anything to do with my people, I'm always going to report on it. We're going to figure this out. Actually, maybe I'm not surprised, but I have so many screenshots on that heifer if pictures need to be compared. I saw a lot of screenshots, Kendra. But if you have some, if you have some more, well, I mean, I don't know which ones you have, but you're more than welcome to send them to me. I'd love it. Man Code Television, everything is Man Code Television, whether it be email, IG, everything. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, hey, Stacy, Kendra, is Angie that person? I've been in and out that storyline. Hey, Beans, appreciate you being here. Let's see if what is it? I can't be, damn, something bullshit or whatever. I think that they're going to change their name to Beans and Bullshit or something like that. That entire page was suspicious. It was very, very suspicious, because it was very, I don't know. You tell me what you think was suspicious about it. I think the same thing, but I'd love to see. Your title is dedicated to the girl NY. Yes, absolutely it is. Because NY is not going to be around, and we're going to find NY, because NY, I'll tell you this, okay? The real girl that is behind the avatar has agreed to do an interview with a content creator out here, which would be crazy, because that content creator is going to talk to that lady and say, hey, look at the page, look at you. And it's crazy to me that the individual took that much time to actually like steal that much stuff from somebody and just make a person. That's a different level of, you can be whoever you want to be on the internet. And before I forget, this individual, I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but the individual is either a kid or a 60-year-old woman. That's what I heard. Am I off? Correct? Whatever. Shakima seems to think so, but I disagree. I believe the person name is Asia. Wow. Okay. All right. Let me keep going. I treat a mod stick like a job, but that's just me. Yeah. I mean, I don't. I use the word job loosely. Like, my mods don't work for me. That they're supporters, but I get it. I get it. I want somebody to take it seriously. I'm one of the people out here that doesn't police mods or whatever. If you got a stick, if you want to time somebody out for 10 seconds or the rest of their life, do so. You don't have to ask me anything, because guess what? I trust you. He means when someone like me goes okay. All right. Oh, and why that's what that well, she did frequent Sincere's chat, but she wasn't a mod. She also spent a lot of time at Slappas. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, she was she was Sincere's, Riggs, and my channel the most. Okay, so you said, I don't think it's a storyline if someone was exposed to be a liar. Well, it's not a storyline. The part that's the storyline is that everybody's gathering enough information so that we don't look like idiots when we talk to the lady that is the actual NY. So it's not necessarily a storyline. It's more of like a Inspector Gadget playing the game of Clue situation. You know what I'm saying? She always giving her advice and telling her what to do. She knows not enough to defend her. Then make no excuses. Wait till I tell you what she was writing in chats and stuff. Like it progressively got worse and worse. And then she was using the wrong pictures and getting caught like in the chats, which I will explain that to you. That's what I'm saying. From a point of view of her being a mod with big rigs and myself, I just have a little bit more details here and there. Envy, she photoshopped another content creator into a photo with her to try to prove she met him in person. Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy. Like that content creator was a guy or is a guy, and he was reached out to and they were like, hey, were you with this person in the picture? And that content creator was like, yeah, I was with that person, but not the person that I know the person, but I wasn't with the person. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, she definitely photoshopped herself in with people that didn't exist, which is very, very interesting. Hey, something I don't want to say that Tase. Yeah, Tuesday. Sorry if I messed that up, but glad you're here. They have proof. Oh, it's an elder woman. Okay, so it is. I feel a little bit better because they said it's either a kid or it's a 60-year-old woman. So 60-year-old woman. I'm going to tell you how I actually dug into that because I really did gas her up. Hey, Classic Lights. This is the second time in a row that you've been here, man. I appreciate it. What's up? Welcome to the clubhouse. Let's see, what do we got? I think everyone in the chat can agree that LBC protected her, saying it was really her. Oh, wow. Boom. Yeah, clown. I know. Hey, Mike, leave people alone, man. I know. Hey, I know. Hey, out in the streets, man. I know you're gonna be out there wrecking havoc, and I love it. Like it. Let's go. It would be better to ask Sincere directly. I'm not sure anyone needs defending by a CC, but I suppose it might person. Yeah, I don't. I'm definitely not. If you're talking about me, I don't think you are. But you know damn well I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna defend somebody out doing some weird stuff. Okay, last night's live. Yep. Okay. Hey, what up? What up, Rose? Welcome back, man. Good to see you in here, man. Big original Mo 3 Troll Beef Sector. What's happening, Rose? Appreciate you. Shakima has popped the balloon and let all the air out and with the entire section of people. Okay. All right. Well, see, I want to tell y'all something real quick. Like, if there's information out there or whatever it is, I'm gonna bring it to my platform and explain it, spin it in our own way, get our own feedback on it. Because guess what? Content gets watered down along the way as it goes through this person, that person. It's like playing telephone in kindergarten. So I'm gonna give my perspective, and we're gonna, just come up with our own thing, and then the streets can do with it what they will. If we're early on the story, we're early. If we're late on it, we're late. But here's the content. They said if she comes out again, they're gonna pop her with more and other people as well. Wow. So it's like a Rico. There's a big there's a big ring of these people. That's weird because guess what? After that, the scam starts. And I'm going to tell you, one of the next things I'm going to tell you is when I started catching her switching the wrong profile pictures because she admitted that she was like, oh my God, I'm in the wrong place. And we'll also talk about the fact that she collected, I believe, 32 or 33 mod sticks. Okay. So it's a little bit bigger than you think, rather than just saying, oh yeah, this girl Catfish. She wanted people to think that she looked good and she's a 60-year-old woman. There's more to it, trust me, because there's somebody behind it. And I'll leave that for later. Okay. Some things to say, get right, blind Negro. Okay. Oh, Probably not. Okay. Classics is, oh, wow. Jesus. Okay, classic. There you go. Welcome to Clubhouse. There's your comment, buddy. Let's see. It'd be them really like brides that can't see and mispronounce names. Oh boy. Shout out to Beans and Cornbread. She's gonna make sure that she's on somebody's ass. She will allow you to use it, Envy. Okay, cool, perfect. Let's see. Sorry, I'm slow. You're obsessed with me. Oh boy. All right. So you guys are getting at it in the chat already. That's what's up. Sometimes you have to have your own little sideshow in the chat. Hey, one leg, appreciate you being here. I haven't seen you in, some days or whatever. Hopefully everything's going good. Your boy over there, ZX, he's over there crashing out and he's about to catch his channel on fire. Classic and he, oh wow, you guys, wait, Classic and he bathtub guy that have his photo also. Oh wow. Let's see, what'd you see? 69 more. Oh wow. Jesus. Okay, let's see. Let me make sure I got the comments. Okay, that's cool. No one cares about ZX. Yeah, I get it. Hey, what's up to Official Lovejoy? Okay, cool. So let me go through the couple things that I experienced from a firsthand point of view, and then we can break it down and I'll drop the link, open up the panel, and we'll talk about it a little bit further. So she started saying really, really, really weird things that could have got channels flagged in the chat. And I was like, what? Huh? I'm like, what? And then there was a conspiracy about this individual getting blocked and then unblocked and then timed out at a place. And then over here, this happened. It was just getting kind of strange. And I'm assuming that was, related to some of the things that she was putting in the chat. Right. So she would say something weird like, oh man, Riggs, correct me if I'm wrong. She said something about a deceased person or something really, really weird in a chat. Okay. That was over at yours. Over here, she started complaining to throw people's moods off. She would say something along the lines of, there's too many commercials, Envy. Like, what, huh? Like a mod saying there's too many commercials. Like, do you understand that's how we get paid? Like, this isn't free. If you put content together, you got to sit up here, figure it out, take some notes, do a little bit of research to try to entertain the people. And you're upset that you watch commercials so we can get an AdSense check. That was kind of weird, dropping that into the chat and just kind of being weird. Hey, nobody, appreciate you being here. What's going on? Hopefully your day is going well. Big Rays, I don't remember that. Why I'm tuned in tough. Yeah. Riggs, no, bro. What happened over there is she got timed out, right? Timed out, and then you threw a wrench, but like in between that time, I believe that she was saying something weird. But I know that went down once I saw her say something weird over there, which I think you missed. And I think I missed until, how you watch it back and you look at the chat or whatever. And I saw something kind of weird about somebody's family or something along those lines, but didn't really think much of it then. But, we're going to break it down now, Riggs. She was faking to be the woman on the picture and people believe, yes, she was faking to be the woman on the picture, but she was also faking that entire YouTube account. I mean, to take the time to do videos and then pretend she's at a place and crop things out, it's deeper than what you think it is. It really is. As I said, I don't care like how many catfishes are on here. Probably hundreds, but at the same time, like I think it's bigger than that with her, because why are you collecting mod sticks? I'm really thinking that there was some kind of scammery or something coming. She always complains. It gets to the channel holder's attention. Yes, she didn't only say that there's too many commercials. Every once in a while she would be like, I'm bored, let's move on to the next thing. I was like, hold on a second. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let that first comment go. Too many commercials. And then she said she was bored with a segment of the show. I'm like, okay, let me let that go. But if she does something else, broop, she's gotta go. Yeah, you're right. Like she was doing that. And you know what I did in turn? I'm one of those people that likes to play I like to get into somebody's head to see what they think. Once you make somebody start feeling uncomfortable, once you start getting somebody angry, or once you start getting somebody drunk, they tell the truth. So I was gassing her up on purpose, right? And I was like, oh yeah, nobody would want to hurt NY's face. NY has one of the best faces out here. NY looks good. I was doing that to see like how gassed up she'd be. Like if I made two comments or whatever, she would definitely try to separate herself from every other woman in the damn place, acting like she's like the superstar, like she's some kind of model standing at the front greeting you at the door. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely getting weird, and it was throwing me off. And me on live, I didn't want to like cuss her out or anything because she's a mod and she's my subscriber and supportive and all that other stuff. But it was getting weird. I almost lost it when she said it was boring and whatnot. But at that time, like things start turning, and when people start thinking different, it's weird. If moderator six is a way to catch fish, then vibrant is you're tripping. Vibrant is definitely a plus moderator. She loves telling people she's pretty. Yes, she does. It's crazy. And nobody, as I said a little bit earlier, it was really weird. Okay, this is when I was like, okay, hold on a second. Like she's got to go. Now, I didn't get rid of her until like stuff started coming out, but she didn't have a stick. When she came in here, I might have given it back, but I was gonna see how she acted without a mod stick at that point. But the reason why I did that is because she was coming in here and she would change her picture over at Riggs, and then she would change her picture 2 or 3 times over here. And I was like, okay. I said, hey, why do you have a picture of you looking like like you're going out to a really nice dinner, and why do you have a picture of you looking corporate, and then what is this picture you came over here with today with a bikini that barely covers up your body? And she was bold enough. Hey Moxie, I appreciate you being here as always. It was oh Jesus, sorry, I'm stuttering today. Kendra, Stacy, it was because I popped her 3 years ago for not being who she was represented to be. Wow. I wish I knew that. But anyway, I was like, well, what's that? I said, I said, my crowd's a little bit more mature. And she's like, oh, oh, oh. And then click, she changed the picture. And why was she so bold to be like, oh, I thought I was at another panel. I thought I was on another page. I'm like, so you change your pictures depending on where you are, because you think it's appropriate somewhere and you don't think it's appropriate at other places. I was like, I'm done. I can't. This is weird at this point. I went to her page and it was weird there, and I was like, okay, whatever. But then what else did she do when she was changing her pictures or whatever? Anyway, I forget. So let's move on. Let's see here. All that race bait. Oh, yeah, you're talking about Shayna and whatnot. Let's see here. All right. Okay, you guys are tripping. All right, cool, cool, cool. Don play, what it do? All seeing eye. Yeah, go tell ZX that, because he definitely think he's all seeing eye and comes out and act like a damn idiot with Masonic symbols. But we already got him to delete all of his videos and start scrambling around and snitching on Vic and doing the most. You know how we move around. We move around by ourselves. We move around quiet until we have to say something. But kind of let people jump off the porch. Listen, I just put the baby pool out there and tell somebody that they can dive from the second story and that they're going to be okay. I don't push them off though. If the picture of someone else is catfishing, of course. Let's see. Okay, you guys are saying what's up to each other. Okay, cool. So let's keep moving. So now we know that she was changing her pictures, starting to act weird. Now she's dropping things in the chat, and now she's catching herself with the wrong pictures at the wrong places. So here's what she said boldly. I was like, wow. She's like, oh yeah, I've collected over 30 mod sticks. I think she said 32 or whatever she said. Oh, I collected over 30 mod sticks. I was like, first of all, that's a little strange unless the sector trusts you, like Cali Sty over in Mo 3 sector and Vibrant, for example, everywhere on the internet. You know, there's trusted people that are going to get that, sticks, but just her pictures and the way she was changing, I'm like, why is she collecting over 30 mod sticks? But okay, whatever. Like at that point, I already got her pretty much up out of there. I was gonna see what her reaction was gonna be when she came in here and didn't have a mod stick. Picture of someone else. What does collecting mod sticks have to do with catfishing? Because I'm telling you, like, okay, catfishing. I'm trying to explain to you the catfishing part is weird, but what has to do with collecting mod sticks is it's deeper than that. Like somebody went through so much effort. I'm not here to talk about somebody. I'm not here to talk about somebody that was catfishing. Yes, of course, like that's in the title, but it goes deeper than that. Why would somebody go through all that effort? Nobody goes through that much effort, especially like building the channel, cropping pictures out, being in chats, getting mod sticks to just feel good about themselves. They don't. I've never seen it. Now, if somebody has seen it on here, maybe I'm missing something. But I know that she was in DMs. I know that she was sending more pictures, things like that. That's why part of my title says a lot of us got catfish, because guess what? Now people have to look in their damn phones, see these DMs. People gave out their real numbers, people gave out their contact. It's deeper, trust me. Like if people's story out there is, oh, someone catfished, that's fine. That's a great story, but it's definitely deeper than that. Kendra, well, I guess I'll sit and listen. I heard was Angie. I'm lost as hell. Stacy, I'm kind of lost too. I'm just bringing like the information that I have so far. And the reason why we're covering it right now is because it's going to develop in the YouTube streets. You know, like Stacy, like you, for example, I feel the same way. If we're still confused about it, I definitely wouldn't cover it if it was all taken care of. We're going to talk about it here because I want you all to always realize that the reason why I do the shorts and things like that is this show is a series. Like, it's not like I bring things and recap. I do talk about what's out in the streets, but we're going to talk about it, get our own perspective on it. Then we're going to let the streets attack it. Then we're going to come back and we're going to diagnose it. It's pretty easy. We're going to flip it, turn it. We're going to come up with our, we have our own minds out here, and we're going to let the other people work hard, and we're just going to report. There's a difference between a content creator and a reporter and a reactionary channel. Reactionaries react to what content creators do. Reporters talk about what content creators bring together. I know people are like, oh, a reporter. Listen, I don't feel like I'm a content creator because my stuff isn't that great. Okay, so Envy left pimp. Oh yeah. Envy left. Envy left. If I see something where, let's see, this catfishing ish has to stop, it won't stop. Don Play. You know damn well it won't stop. It gets real weird though. Protest too much. Oh, okay. No, nobody. Now I will say I see that you're talking to Young, but I saw the word Young, and I was like, at least, it's not a kid. Because as I said, it was either a kid or a 60-year-old woman. I'd rather a 60-year-old woman catfish me than, getting into some weird like kid reaching out, because that would be real strange and the most uncomfortable thing that could ever happen. All right. Reg, you wouldn't. Okay, what do we got? Okay. Hey, lovely one. I don't think I said hello to you. I'm glad to see you. Hell, my thought is, how did she get 30 mod sticks? I know. She got one from me. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like I didn't give her one. Now, did I give her one because of the way that she looks? No. And as I explained it before, like she was very, very supportive, and she seemed to be loyal and only go to certain places that had certain types of content. I do watch where people go to see what kind of content they like. If my people spend a lot of time, or people are screaming and hollering and doing this and doing that, I know what they like. If some of my people, go to like where there's some content about, different topics or whatever, I try to accommodate the streets as good as I can. Don't play. Let's go. Stop the cap. You stop the cap, young. Let's go, one leg. Fact, what it do? Hey, Fact, you almost made me go. Fact, you almost made me go live at 4 a.m. I saw your you were like your title is funny as hell. You might as well go ahead now. I almost pushed the damn button, and at that hour, I think only you and I would be in here talking to each other. That's why I waited. Okay, cool. What'd you say? You gave her a mod stick because of her. No, I gave her a mod stick because of her videos. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. If I was, to troll myself, I would admit that, but I didn't do it because of that. I mean, do I like pretty girls to be mods? Absolutely, but that's not why you have a mod stick. Does she really have 30? Yes. Yeah, she was naming off content creators. Oh, I'd be over here, here, over there, over there, over there. She literally named off a good 20, and then people said that she had over 30. So, let's see. Don Play, you mod for Shakima. Oh, okay. Well, then Don Play definitely has heard probably more than what I have. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Keep it 100. Envy, stop it. I did keep it 100. I just told you that yes, I didn't mod her because she looks good, but it was definitely a bonus. Okay, how about that? Is that a better way to say it? Let me tell you one more time. I didn't mod her because of how she looked, but it was a bonus. Okay, cool. Is that being transparent enough for you, young? She catfish people still in denial. I know the people are still in denial, actually, baby, because of what I'm going to report on next of her being in DMs and whatnot. And of course, people feel uncomfortable because they're like, whoa, because we'll just say this, what type of pictures get sent back and forth between people and so those people are going to be jacked up too. It's not just about her, it's about a bunch of people that have sent pictures back and forth. As I said, the story is deeper than being catfish, trust me. Like, people are definitely like running for the hills right now to not get caught communicating with this we'll just say women with air quotes. Okay. Should I wanted to tap it until I found out what I found out. Don Play, any straight man wanted to tap it. Lesbians as well. I mean, if not, then then you're, I don't know. Stevie Wonder would have wanted to tap it, but anyway, we're moving on. I couldn't sleep heavy. Plus, I wanted to know who the catfish is. I know we got a lot of them, absolutely. But this one is going to be great. I can't wait to like start uncovering it. But I was spending too much time trolling ZX and Vic. But now that they look like they're scrambling and gambling, I'm straight. Like I get bored after you fold. When you delete videos and argue with each other and start calling the police and insurance agencies, complaining about cars crashing out, lying and making yourselves look crazy, my job is done. When I send a message out, I think I tagged Ness. I said, yeah, you don't have to worry about him anymore. Move on. I said, I got this. Like that shit wasn't even hard. Yeah, I didn't even have to be even that creative. And now that his channel's being a bunch of shorts, that's awesome. Like, he's an original 59-year-old sorry individual in the bulletproof vests and the buttoned up shirts. Like, you got to understand, like, I did just a little bit more to him than maybe meets the eye. But you're welcome, idiots. See, this live stream is because you're believing other people. No, I'm not believing shit, young. I'm the one that's telling you that it's BS. Let's see here. Young, is NY the only person that would be in denial about something that was proven to be fake? Exactly. Like, please, Actually, maybe you were on point with the damn commentary. It has nothing to do with her. Yes, we all know that she's doing craziness. It has to do with the people that were caught up. People gave her money. People exchanged pictures. People did the most. People all got all the way to spending money to try to fly this person out. Like, don't make the damn story so surface level about catfishing. I'm not yelling at y'all, but I'm a bit young. Get on, come on, young, get it together. You're smarter than that. Like, I thought that you were, Trish's executive troll. And how the hell could Trish's executive troll not sign up for Belize, but damn Simon's wannabe lawyer broke ass signed up and got Trish to spend all her damn money. Anyway, I'm not even going to touch on that story. When Simon came up to talk yesterday, I was like, yeah, we're talking about something else. Okay, cool. We know Trish is out of her mind. That's not breaking news. Sounds like she was strategic. She was very, 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 very strategic. Absolutely. But carry on, Envy. Well, I'm definitely going to carry on. That's what I said. The angle of the question seems so. And the thing is as I say, I always say this, I'm going to repeat it one more time. This show is a series. We're not going to just stop here. We're going to find people that sent the messages. We're going to find these airline tickets. We're going to uncover this. And I'm not dramatic. I'm not gonna be like, oh my, we're gonna uncover the. I'm not gonna give you a movie trailer and then be like, no. I have to care. If it's cool, I care about it. If it's stupid, I move on. I talked about audio. I don't have a problem with audio. I troll everybody. I can love you and troll you. I don't have a problem with him, but I said what I needed to say. One and done. I moved on. Vic and ZX, they crumbled and looked like crazy people or whatever. I moved on. And now we're on this lady. When you all decide, as my supporters, that this story gets old, we're done. It's very, very simple over here. I don't repeat. I don't give a shit. I'm going to say what it is and I'm going to move on. And you guys are going to guide me to make sure that I'm on the same path because I'm here to entertain. This is not my channel. It's your channel, y'all. I'm just here to talk. And if I don't entertain you, guess what? You're going to go away. And then guess whose channel it is? Nobody's, because nobody's going to freaking be here, right? Has nothing to do with me. You guys are going to guide me. I'm just going to do my best to give you the information, entertain you, and, do what it do. All right. So, Vibrant, I think what he was saying is just because she has 30 mod sticks doesn't make her catfish. So with the logic, then you could be I think what he was saying. Yeah, I mean, I know I didn't get to your comment till later or whatever, but that's the whole point. I don't care how many sticks she has. I care about all the things that she did behind the scenes that are going to be uncovered. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to bring that over here. We're going to be real with it and we're going to uncover it. And if you guys don't care about the story tomorrow, this is the last day we'll talk about it. Okay. Trust me. Like I tell people all the time, leave comments below the descriptions of my video. I answer back every single notification, unless your settings are off. Like Voodoo, I sent you no, I was in the chat at Ness's, I believe. Voodoo, you have your settings where I can't respond to you. So I don't know if you want them to be like that, but if you can, like, change it if you want me to respond. And then there's a couple others that I can't respond to. So if you do not get a response to me in my comments below the description, just know that your account is set, your privacy settings or whatever. She catfished all of you. I mean, yeah, she catfished everybody, right? Let's see. Okay. It has to come to a point where the girl NY and Vibrant have to hot panels. So Jesus Christ. Young, like sometimes you got to save your fingers and stop typing. What Envy and did what? Okay, Envy, what the fuck? Brenda, what's wrong? Are you talking about the airline? I can only imagine. Brenda's probably talking about the airline tickets and the flying people out and the money exchanges. There has been money exchanged. like there's been money exchanged and all that. I'm telling you, trust me. I listen. If I say something, I usually tell you if I'm going to troll you, what I'm going to do, this and that. But if I say something on somebody's panel, look at my shorts. I said, don't join a panel if you have nothing to offer with evidence, receipts, whatever. Like, join a panel, participate, don't just sit on it. And especially on my channel, trust me, I've looked deep enough into it, or I wouldn't make it a topic because then I'd look like an idiot. I'm not a fraud. I'm not going to tell you some stuff if I don't have the proper evidence, unless I know that somebody actually wanted to fly this individual out, unless I know for sure that there was monetary exchanges and things like that. I'm not going to sit up here and make up a bunch of stuff, because guess what? Once the story starts unfolding, you're going to remember that I told you. And then when you remember that I told you, I'm going to whip out a receipt and be like, I told you so. I'm going to let these people work the streets for us, get the information together, and trust me, I'm not going to sit here and make myself look like an ass. I haven't done it in 6-7 years. People know I'm just, anyway. All right, moving on. Let's see. Not even a countdown. Oh, you talk about mine? No, I actually did a countdown today with a song, because I kind of wanted to just, ease in here. A lot of times I'll do a countdown and just jump in here, but I didn't want anybody to miss it. And I turned off the DVR, so I don't want people to have to red ball back to see what I'm talking about. Now, if I ever turn off, no, I'm not going to tell you that secret. Anyway, Young, I gave you many opportunities to explain yourself. If you come back, please mind yourself. Thank you. I don't appreciate your, exactly. What the hell? Like, that's why I started skipping over Young's comments. Like, Young, what are you doing, dog? Like, chill, relax. You and I have had some arguments. Like, if you start tripping, I'm going to tell him what you did. Okay. Let me write that. Listen, dog. Let me write that down just in case I forget. So let me write down what your dumbass did one time. Hold on, dog. Hold on, man. You're not going to come in here and do that dumbass shit. Vibrant, did you have to time them out? I don't care, but did you have to? Because if Vibrant had to time you out, then you really, really were tripping. I was skipping over your comments because I refused to keep highlighting them. But let me hold on. Let me write this shit down real quick. Because Young duped a lot of people in the Mo3 sector, and if you're tripping, I'm gonna talk about it. And it's very embarrassing. So chill. Hang on. I'm actually writing down what you did. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, Vibrant. If you had to time Young out, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you what he did. That I hold to myself. Like, don't fuck with people when you know that I know everything. Hey, Tony Montana, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Beasley, I'm not giving you the link yet, but I will drop the link shortly. Are you going to be Dante, or are you going to be Beasley? And I don't care about anything else other than the topic. I don't care about your philosophies. I don't care about Shadur Sanders. I don't care about Donald Trump. I don't care about anything other than what's in the damn title. Okay? Just making sure you know that. Who is disrespecting that? Exactly. Yeah. Fact. I'm gonna scroll down real quick and see what Vibrant said. I appreciate that. Thank you for putting up the Cash App. Would you say, oh shit, well, you doing studying, researching essays? I'm about to have envy doing my homework. No, man, I'm literally just trying to mix in commentary. The reason why I mix in commentary is I want people to come here for me. And yes, I definitely want to have a panel. Yes, I'm never, ever, 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 ever going to step away from the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I want to give you all some commentary because I'm trying to put on a show. Let's see. Yeah. Hold on. Let me scroll down, Vibrant. Was it for you? Okay, you never know who's behind the avatars. I see when you hit panels. I know that worries me. Actually, maybe my normal self would have told her to hit the panel and just speak, because back in the day, there was a mod out there. If you ever see a name, She Too Real, what I I was suspicious of a mod named She Too Real, but she was with me way back when I did the first channel called You Can't Make This Up TV. So I trusted her, but I was like, let's do a mod call. So we did a couple mod calls just to chop it up, whatever. Mm, for them to say whatever they want to come on the channel and things like that. And this girl would never ever speak, ever. And we're like, you need to speak or you got to go. She would not speak. I'm like, she's young. And then I went on the panel one time and tried to have her come up. I was like, you just have to come up and say like 5 words. We want to see what your voice sounds like or whatever. And she would never do it. So this has happened before. Young thinks he's trolling. No, Goofy. All right. Well, if Vibrant says you did something, I'm gonna air you out. Not you, Envy. It was for beautiful Vibrant. Okay, let me see. Let me scroll. What do we got going on, Vibrant? I didn't have to, but I did. Okay. Hey, Buddha, appreciate you being here. What's up? Is Vibrant a woman or a man? I just want to address that person right. Okay. Ask Vibrant. Let's see. I'm chilling and listening. Okay, Cooking can't speak to everyone. It's all good, Buddha. We know you're in the building. Thank you. Thank you for speaking. Hopefully, you're making something good. I'm pretty hungry my damn self. So this show's, I'm gonna drop the link. We'll see how long the show is gonna be, but I'm almost done with my commentary at this point. I got a couple other things to say, and that'll be it on that topic. Then I'll open up. If anyone has the information on her, it's me, but I'm not a CC and have just been waiting for this moment, knowing it was coming. Kendra, make sure you send, do you have IG, Kendra? Or email, whatever, however you want to get it to me, I'd really appreciate it. I'm sure that one of my mods can drop you don't have to drop my Instagram. I mean, it's Man Code Television. So I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Envy is serious today. Yeah. Let's see here. I know that. Stay focused on the topic. Yep, I will, because when I open up the panel too fast, it's a mess. And then, yeah. But I'm still looking for Vibrant. I think Vibrant said that you did have to end up timing Young out. Just let me know. You said it's your show and not yours. You said it's our show. Jesus. It is your show, but anyway. All right. Well, obviously you're not Dante today because you're tripping. I was just waiting for for all these men who flirt with her to find out. Tony, that's the Tony, that's the crazy thing. Like they definitely found out. They found out in the worst way you could possibly find out. Sending pictures and flyouts, and it's crazy. I was thinking that person is a man myself, Beasley. Oh my. Okay. You know what? These voice changers really trip me out too. And this AI stuff, we're not going to know who anybody is. For now on, like if you want to send me a message or put headphones in your name or something like that, we're going to have to get on private StreamYard. And I need to see, like, you're going to have to raise your head up to see if you got an Adam's apple, flash a titty, something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We definitely have to do it. We have to do a gender check before I flirt with any avatar on this damn thing. Okay. You said you're old enough to be her dad, and that means you're in denial. Not sure who you're talking to. I would imagine it's not me. That isn't the real person that you were flirting with. Okay. I definitely wasn't flirting with the person. You're behind in the comment. Oh, yeah. You're right. I always am. And then Lovejoy comes up and cusses me out, and then I get back in order. The world may never know. Yeah, the world will definitely know. How long has this been going on with NY? Kendra says years. She said like 3 years, and she's been holding on to the information. So I would assume it was like 3 years or even maybe longer than that. I have no idea. It's crazy. Let's see. Okay, so there is the there's my IG. Kendra, there's my IG link. Make sure you send me whatever you have, because as I said, we're going to break it down to the fullest here. And I'm going to give you the real. All right. Hey, what's up, Sour Patch? I think you were in here earlier, but I didn't say what's up. So I said I decided to gas her up. I checked her page, collected the wrenches, being exposed for being a kid. Okay, we talked about that. We talked about her DMs. Let's see here. I always take notes, man. I try to have some kind of orderly fashion around here. All right. I'm dropping the link. And anybody that wants to add something to the commentary, I don't care if it's, I don't think that people really want to hear about Vic and ZX anymore, but you know, I don't really care if you mention it for a second and move on. But more importantly, if you have something to speak on the topic of the NY situation, that's where our focus is today. I'm going to my phone right now to pin the link. Give me 1 second. Because I know after this show, I'm going to have like 100 messages, and then then we can dive into it. At the beginning of my show, I'm going to tell you all what I have along the way of my content, and then you guys can decide what you want to focus on. That's why I put like these lame banners up or whatever. I know I look like a damn substitute teacher, but I put these banners up because the chat could say, oh yeah, that's something we never want to hear about. I take the banner down and we keep it moving. Let's see, collected wrenches, absolutely over 30. Here we go, folks. Hey, Sarkonos, I like your Pixar pick. That's the last time I'm gonna say it. Sarkonos looks like the one that you should always be protective over. But thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. I won't point that out again, I promise. And this has nothing to do with the topic. Sarkonos is a real person, I promise. Okay. The person that popped her says they also have evidence of food behind the child account, and it's an elder. Okay. Maybe I didn't catch that comment right. I'll catch y'all in the next episode, Fishing with Envy. And okay. All right, Tony. Appreciate you being here, at least stopping by. Get up there and cuss somebody out. Oh, sorry, Sarkonos. I didn't mean it like that. I just love you don't ever change that. I think it's great. But yeah, no, it's not Sarkonos. My bad for even saying that. That's not even funny. Sarkonos is a real person. Don't bother Sarkonos. Sarkonos is a member over here. So, just leave her alone, or I have to come out here and act stupid. Let's see. So I gave you an hour. Is there anything else that you want me to say about it or whatever? As I said, the link is pinned, and the link being pinned, you can ask questions. You can tell me that you have more information. You can debate what I've said. You can make fun of me for the fact that you think I sent one of those pictures or not. I don't care. Or you could tell me like how you would like to proceed with the situation. Oh boy, I'm getting messages. Hold on. Just want to listen. Oh, okay. The person that gave me the message, I saw what you said. It's all good. I appreciate it. Hold up. What's up, man?
Look at how you got that screenshot. Look how you got that up there. I see what you did there.
Oh, you like that,
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Absolutely. I sure
The
did.
top and the bottom and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Five
I got
piece,
some
man.
questions. I hear you.
5 piece,
Yeah, I got some questions. All right. First off, what they were
but make
really
sure-
saying is the person in the chat seems like they are that person because the way they're questioning everything. So how do you know? So it just seems like something that person would only want to do. The line of questioning, the one that got timed out, seemed like that might really be that person you're talking about. It just comes off that way. It's the line of questioning to keep going on and on. So that means, and that means.
Okay.
But then they said, they're just trolling you, and it kind of gave them an out. But it really looked like that until then.
I'm so glad you said that because I'm going to say something about Young, y'all. Young might not come back after I say this, but what's up, Molly? The reason why I'm not always here is because you come on at a very awkward, hectic time, but I respect your consistency and promptness. Molly, I come on every day at 7. So it's
awkward
every day,
but you're consistent, but awkward times.
Yeah, awkward but consistent.
No, that was just funny, Molly. I ain't coming for you.
I fucks with Molly.
I wasn't coming for you. It was just funny to hear both that he's consistent and comes at awkward times.
Did you ever reveal the answer to the riddle? Oh, you talking about because of the thumbnail or something? Which riddle? Because I usually do. Okay, so Young says interesting. Okay, so do you know what Young did in the Mo3 sector to troll everybody?
What? Wait. I got
Did it?
one quick question before you tell me. That isn't young MIA too, is it?
Yes.
Because then that we know who that is. That's what I was asking because I've heard
Mm-hmm.
it's just young. So if that's definitely who that is, yeah, I heard their voice 100
Yes,
times.
young MIA. Mhm.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, so what happened was I'm only listening right now, Vibrant. Okay. Vibrant, yeah. Okay, so anyway, so young MIA, oh boy, nice.
We
Perfect.
might not have to
Perfect
say it no
timing.
more because it's definitely not
Kendra,
that
what's
person
up?
now. But go ahead.
Hold on. Kendra.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up,
Hey,
Kendra?
what's up, Kendra?
Hey, what's up,
Let's bring
Mike? How
Kendra up
you
here.
doing? What's up,
Hey.
Envy?
Park in the car in Harvard Yard, all that bullshit they say when they try to do a Boston accent.
And give the
So
guy
what you
a
got?
quarter for a chowder.
Yeah,
A
chatter.
quarter for the chata. Why don't you
Yeah.
guys like R's or A's?
Yeah, no, I don't like R's. There's no R's at the end of
There's
my
no
words.
Oz. It's
And it
it's
doesn't help
AH.
me when they try to do that. He said the N-word shit. Let me tell you that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because now I end so many words end up sounding like an ah at the end that aren't supposed to be like that. That it's very easier to try to find that now.
Okay, so moving on. What's up, Kendra?
Move
Sounds
forward.
like you've had some information for some time.
For 3 years, I've been going back and forth with this girl.
Well, goddamn. So you must know her.
Yeah, for 3 years, because I was over at Slapadon's, and she came over with Sincere. Now, Mike, I remember
Shout
first
out to
meeting
Slapper.
you
I fuck with Slapper
over
too.
over at Sincere's. I
Oh yeah.
remember speaking
Yeah.
with you up on Sincere's. And this is when we were cool. She began to come over to Slappers. She brought along who she always does is um Melanated Agenda and that girl NY. They run in a trio, the three of them. I call them the Sanderson sisters, is what I call them. And the whole reason that we ended up having a disagreement was because I had told Slapper, now I had been at Slappers at this point now for a couple of years. So I had actually met him in person. We're both from Boston. So she was
Wait,
very jealous.
who'd you meet that was from Boston? My bad.
Slapper,
Slap,
let her
Slappa,
go,
No,
man.
I just wanted to know, so I wasn't clueless. Go ahead.
Slap it on. So
Yeah, go
she
ahead.
was very jealous. And when she first came in, I hit him up on the back end and said, I don't think that this girl is who she's saying she is. I think this is a girl, Asia. And so apparently he told her, somebody said that you're not who you are. And immediately she was like, oh, it was Kendra and she came at me. And from that point on, she's had an issue with me. She blocks me in every chat I go into if she's a mod. Caused issues with me and Slapper at one point, but she tried to run me out. I didn't run off because I don't run off very easily. And I knew eventually people will see her true colors, and this is where we are now. She's constantly switching her avatar pictures to
Yep.
entice people
Wait
to
a
her.
minute. Wait a
Hold
minute.
on, Mike.
I
Let
got.
her continue.
Actually, go ahead, but let me go
Let her
next because I
continue,
gotta
please.
ask her about what she's asking. Go ahead.
Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. Ask,
And
ask what you got to
you
say.
said it was Melanated Agenda NY and
Listen,
who else?
we're
And
dealing with the
Sincere.
same shit in
Hold
the.
on. I got to hear what
She
she's
just asked
saying.
me.
Well, I don't. What's the other
It,
name?
it,
Sincere, Theater. The
Okay. All right.
Saida.
sincere.
Sincere.
Okay.
The
All
three of
right.
them.
All right.
No,
Continue.
ask what
Go
you were
ahead.
saying, Mike. Say what you were saying.
Now, before you go, we have heard the same exact story by somebody in the Mo3 sector that has catfished everybody who goes by Asia, goes by Candy, goes by, and they said she was running a bunch of scams. They did 10 lives about it. And it's just ironic that that's going on, and she calls herself Asia. And if that's not her, sorry about that. You never did nothing to me. But it's just ironic that
No.
they've been doing that to the one that's calling herself Asia over there for catfishing, not really being that person, and running these scams and asking people for money on all these sectors and everything. And now y'all guys are talking about somebody named Asia that's catfishing.
Yeah, no, I believe it's a different person though. I
Okay,
believe it could be the same, I don't know. I believe it's a different person, but the
the
person that
irony.
I thought she was a person named, I believe it was Asia Graves or something. She was originally in the black sector.
I've seen that name
She
before. Yeah.
she was originally in the black sector. She was a younger girl. She was a little I don't know what you would want to call it, a little slow. and she had gotten caught. Her mother came into her room and said something. From then, she disappeared. From that point is kind of when this NY person popped up. That's why I said that I thought that they had a connection, that it might be the same person. And from her reaction over at Slappers to come at me so hard, and I said, "Oh, I apologize if that's not you. I apologize," and that wasn't enough. And to have such hatred, I feel like there's little truth to that. You know what I mean? And this girl has changes her avatar pictures relentlessly in the same stream, live streams. I don't think that's normal. I mean, I understand changing your avatar, but from stream to stream, she goes
Yep.
all over the place. And she constantly is build, throwing it out there how she owns a studio, how she makes all this money. Her parents are rich. Her mother's a DA in New York, apparently. The father's an
Like classic
architect.
signs. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
The mother is a DA, the father is an architect. She owns multiple studios. She was a traveling nurse, which she stopped being a traveling nurse due to COVID, and she was upset by it. She was an ICU nurse, apparently.
What,
And
what, what kind of
it's just
studios?
a music studio.
Who had can own music studios, run them, and be a traveling nurse? Like it doesn't make sense. But go ahead.
Exactly.
A lot
Exactly.
of it,
And be on YouTube and modding for 30 different people.
and nobody questioned these 30 chats because I mean 30 just seems expensive. I mean excessive. I have a lot of wrenches in places, but if you really count them, I mean, do you guys can you think of 10 that she has them, or is it just something she says?
I can name
No, she's
10.
everywhere. Yeah.
But 30, I mean, that just seems like a lot.
Yeah.
I
Well,
have a
let
lot,
Kendra go
but
so that I could, I do
yeah, I
shorts.
got
So
jumped
go
down
ahead,
anyway.
Kendra. Are
No,
you
she's
sure?
just a
Okay.
big, huge, she's a huge attention whore. It has to be about her.
Yep.
She makes big, if somebody says something sideways to her, she makes a big deal out of it,
Yep.
like blows it up. Then you have Melanated jump to her defense. Saida will jump to her defense. And it's been going on for years. And I've just been waiting for this day for her to get popped because I knew it was coming, but I'm not a content creator. So I just been taking screenshots of things that she's saying to me, other things that she said about her family, where they live, grandparents, where they live in Atlanta, all these different things. So she has also gone to the extent to say that she has investigators investigating me. I'm not hard to
Investigators.
find. I use my real name. I'm not hard to find. You don't need to pay for investigators.
All right, she's clearly
So,
trolling you a little. I mean, like,
oh no, well
that's
she was
definitely not
trying.
real.
She tries to. Well, what I'm saying is she tries to make herself bigger than what she really is. It's
On
all
YouTube?
lies. She
No way.
Yes. Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's
she
On
funny.
fabricates.
YouTube?
Not
Nobody does
here.
that. Go
Right.
ahead. I'm just
Go ahead,
fucking talking
Kendra.
shit. Go ahead.
She claims that she got pregnant when she was 16 and had a miscarriage, which she will constantly say in people's chats, which I think is another weird thing to do on
That's
YouTube,
so weird.
to say personal things like that. Because, and I tried to tell her, I said, don't say personal things that can be used against you when somebody has a dislike for you,
That's not
which
just
of
a
course,
personal thing. That's like a, all right, if you were going to have your
Triggering.
first child, it's like a early pregnancy, so you're still young. It didn't work out. That's not something you would bring up in
no,
conversation. Like,
And it triggers people.
it was a
right.
miscarriage. It was a
You're right. That's my
miscarriage,
point. The fact that it's a miscarriage.
which I'm not
Like,
undermining, like in saying, or saying that miscarriages, it's not, there's no connection there. It's not a big deal. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not being
no, and I
insensitive to
get you.
that.
No, it's a
But
loss of a
what
first
I'm
child.
saying,
Yeah.
is though that to go into chat and say, oh, today's the 10 would be the 10-year, my
Oh,
baby would be
man.
10 years old today,
I
da da
know
da
what
da
you mean.
da.
Yeah.
She's constantly looking for attention, and like it's just very weird to me. And of course I did have to, once we were in battle, throw that in her face. And every chat she goes into, um I'm a racist. I spoke on her dead baby, like as if her
Preaching to
child
the
was,
choir.
like as if her child was in an accident or something, and something, you know what I mean, like the child was 3 4. She had a miscarriage at 7 months old, like, and you're telling people like I spoke about your dead child, like it's fucking weird.
All right, you're making me feel bad now.
That's
I
what she
take back
dropped.
anything I said. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
like
what
I
she
ain't making
dropped in
fun
the
of no kid shit. I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to. Just want to make that
No, but
clear.
I'm
Kendra
from
made.
I come around from areas where we can make fun of children, we can make fun of disabled. It doesn't matter. It's all, if you put it out here, it can be used against you, is how I feel.
Yeah,
We
it's
definitely
just
understand that.
yeah. It's just the
But yeah,
other
remember when
people, you know.
were you here when I was saying she started dropping really weird things in the chat? Over at Riggs, she talked about some deceased or whatever, and it raised our antennas. And then over here, when she was saying she was bored or whatever, it's probably I started gassing her up, Kendra. I was like, look at her face and this and
You
that
was
because I
all
was
up in
trying to
her
see.
inbox.
I
Stop
was
your lying.
She
absolutely
used
not.
I believe she used to be a mod over
Absolutely
it,
not.
and you guys are
She was a
familiar with
model
Auntie.
in Envy's IG.
Hold on one second. You said what, Kendra?
You guys are
Yeah,
familiar with Auntie, right?
Yeah,
of
of course.
course.
Okay, well, I believe she used to be a mod over there, and he gave her the boot because she was a royal pain in the ass, doing things like she did to you, saying there's too many commercials. That she was timing people out, blocking people, and I believe he gave her the boot because of it.
Right. You know, you can get it. I mean,
But
if you show up at a fucking one of the purges and you're there before the purge starts, you could get your wrench that way. I mean, it's kind of easy to get a wrench over there. I got one. I mean, so he might have just did it because she was there for a purge at first, and it took a while to notice. And look, I got to talk to Sincere still because I mean, if Sincere is riding for, I like Sincere, and I don't. She's never been no type of flimsy shit with me or backstabbing or snake shit. So I just find it weird that she'd ride for her so hard. So I feel like I should ask her before I comment on her anymore.
well, sincere. I never had an issue with sincere till I had an issue with NY, and then she came at me for some stupid shit that happened over at Flappers. I was going back and forth with a person over there, and some things were said, and I used a statement of reading an Uncle Remus book, and from there I've been labeled a racist. So,
Yeah, I
anyways,
seen some of it.
but
I dropped out. I just left. Like,
yeah,
all right, I'm not going to join that conversation, and I just didn't join in.
it was the stupidest thing, and the person who I had a disagreement with, we're cool now. So why would anybody else have an issue? It was something, I apologize. I said I maybe took it too far. But anyways, I'm getting off subject here. But she,
You're good.
sincere, has, if you've heard her reference to the Rosewood hoe, I'm who she's speaking of. And
Oh
she
Right.
seems,
wow.
so
Well,
she
are you
seems to,
claiming the name? Like, do you want me to call you that, or like, no?
no,
Like,
no, no.
go
That's
ahead.
what
I'm just
she
talking
that
shit. Go ahead.
no, that's what she called. That's what
Well,
she
Miss Rosewood
Hey
Ho.
Kendra, the
I don't
Rosewood
know what
hoe.
that means, but
Right.
what
no,
is
but
the
Right.
that's what
Rosewood Ho?
she
What's that mean? From the movie?
I don't
Like Rosewood? Ain't that a movie?
apparently because the white girl false claimed on a black
Oh,
man,
okay, I got
and
you. Yeah, I'm not gonna call you
so that's what
that.
she refers me as.
Yeah.
All
But
right, I'm gonna
she
leave
has
that alone.
literally, she has gone, sincere has backed NY up. I never had an issue with her till all that stuff, and then all she flipped on me for that reason. And ever since then, if I'm friends, whoever I'm friends with, if she has an issue with, we're all clinging up and ganging up on her to take down her channel. And Sincere has gotten really weird over the past few years, in my opinion. That's just my
I
opinion,
will
though.
say I was surprised to see some of the people she into it with. Some of them I'm really cool with, but like I said, she ain't been nothing but straight up with me for some years now. So I mean, I can't go by three other people falling out. I mean, until she does something to me, I can't help but judge her by how she's been with me. So I do find it weird that she fell out with quite a few people that I think are pretty decent, solid people. But that shit
Mhm.
just happens between other people sometimes. So I mean, it doesn't change what I think about her because she's been solid with me the whole time. So I
Yeah.
understand
And
y'all got beef. I get why you would have a different opinion or her, but you know what I'm saying.
no, I mean, I really don't even have an opinion because this is YouTube. I don't know her in real life. She doesn't affect my life in any way. But Sincere has a way of twisting things to it was somebody else's fault. She doesn't take accountability. And it's a big conspiracy to take her down. She did it with Octavia. She did it with Classic, then Lady La, and then she calls everyone the 2.0s, and then me. It's just really weird. Now Shakima. She's been really weird the past few years. But back on to NY. So NY, I've watched her go from place to place. She'll complain about, I'm sure if Big Rig is around, I'm sure that he's gotten warning because I've seen Sincere in the chat. I'll just go over there and say hello and just to support Big Rig. And she's like, pay attention, pay attention. Like I'm there to target her. I don't even speak to her. I don't address her. I don't address Melanated and I don't address NY. But according to them, there's a group of us that go around to follow Sincere around and NY and Melanated to cause, chaos, I guess is what you would say. But this
Wow.
girl, NY, is Delulu. She went as far as to editing a picture of her with another CC, with a male CC, put him into the picture to try to say that she met him in person, which she didn't. She's a liar. She said that she had cammed up with this person and has spoke with them FaceTime, which is a lie. He never did.
I mean, in the
She's
Mo3 sector, we see 1,000 times that type of shit. Everybody's claiming some dumb shit like that. So to me, that ain't serious. But I thought I heard some shit. I thought I heard some shit about scamming or asking for shit, something like that earlier. That's why I hit the panel. I thought might be talking about the same person. They say all this shit over there. So that's obviously two different people.
no.
I did.
Now there's somebody, I forget who it was. I'm gonna have to go back in my stuff and see through the pictures because I know that I've taken screenshots of like people saying things in chats, and somebody was telling me she used to date a person they're in another sector, another male content creator, um that I guess they had gotten engaged or something, and the reason I know her name is Asia is because he slipped up one time and said Asia. He's like, I'm sorry, NY, and said her name. So, and that's, I think it's awful coincidental that I thought she was Ava Graves from the very beginning. Like, I just think that whole thing was weird. But apparently, she ended the engagement because of females being in his chat and he was giving attention to females and she didn't like that. So she ended it. But apparently, when they met off of line and then she said he was a content creator, which I find to be very suspicious. Like, I think that whole thing is a lie. So I would find it I would like to, if I can get the guy's name, look through my pictures and see my screenshots, and I can get his name. I would like someone to talk to him and see what information he has if he was engaged to this person.
Just to recap real quick, what is like the worst things of the things that she's done? Like the worst, say top two or three that's got everybody like really interested. What do you guys would say that? Like what things she done or the shiciest things? What is like the top three that got everybody that's like trying to figure this girl out? Or is it just nonstop bullshitting?
It's just nonstop bullshitting. It's the
Oh, I
lies.
get it. I get
It's
it.
the fact that when she gets mod sticks, she tries to take control of the channel. Her, Sincere,
It's
and Melanated do. They block people. And I think that's detrimental to somebody's channel.
on the same subject, but you guys want to understand it. You're from Georgia, Envy. What's the rapper Ti? What was his real last name?
What do you mean? Oh,
Ti, the
Ti.
rapper. His real name. What's his last name?
uh, damn. What is his last name? I'm tripping.
Tiny. They call him
I know.
Tip
Well, yeah,
Harris.
Tip is
Harris.
Harris.
Harris. There we go. All right.
Yeah,
No,
Tip. Yeah,
it
Tip
mattered. It
versus
mattered.
TIP. Yeah,
It mattered. I'll
go
explain
ahead.
it
Go
after.
ahead,
No, no, no,
Kendra.
no, no. You did your job. Go ahead. Trust me. I'll tell you after.
Right, it is Harris. Yep, you're right. Go ahead,
All right.
Kendra.
When all this came out, she did say that now Shakima put out the post of the comparison, the side by side of the actual girl, and then the one of NY, the side by side that are the exact same with different names. She lightened the photo. When that came out, within a couple hours, her page was down. And somebody had in a chat had asked her, why did you take the page down? She said that because YouTube suggested to her to take it down while they're investigating. First of all, when has YouTube ever gotten back to anybody within a couple hours?
Wow.
That's number one. Number two, she said that her mother is on it, and her mother is needed. She was in the chat and said, "I need to go. My mother needs some more information," because she claims her mother's a DA. So I don't know if her mother was speaking with YouTube, like she has said in the past before, when her page has been struck. Um, and she said, my mother, contacted YouTube, blah blah blah, and my page is back up. She doesn't play that game. Like she just the lies, and I don't know. I can't even explain. The girl is just a menace.
Wow. Like I really didn't even look into it that I didn't know. This is a lot deeper
There's
than I thought it
another.
was.
I don't know, from the black sector. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Tuck and D. They're not from the black sector. They're like, he was on another part, but some of the trolls had found him, and lives in a trailer. It's a couple that live in a trailer. They're alcoholics. They drink on their lives. They get fucked up. Well, he's very abusive to the girlfriend wife. So people were trolling them. She ended up going over there. I There was a few of us that were over there, and she started going over there, basically took over like the channel by modding, blocking people over there. She would change her picture, she would flirt with the guy, knowing that he's under the influence, and to get the girlfriend jealous, to the point where she would be like, fuck her, you're sticking up for her, blah blah blah, block her, blah blah blah. And he's like, no, I'm not. And then he would get mad, and then literally on live beat the shit out of this the girl, and she would sit back and laugh. Like, that's sick.
Wow.
Like, act like she was like, oh well, I could be a better girl, and he would be like, oh, NY is going to be my new wife, and da 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 da. And she's like, yeah. And then this guy's mother, because he's a vet, so he has clearly some PTSD and some other issues going on. And the mother would come over, and she was a moderator in the chat as well. And people are like, why aren't you doing something to stop your son? And she's like, oh well, he's grown, I can't do anything. But she would actually encourage it. But NY was like, oh, you're going to be my new mother-in-law, blah 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 blah, she loves me more than you, D. Like, to make this girl, like, really turned everybody on this girl, and the boyfriend was literally beating the shit out of her. I mean, that's just like some really sick games that this girl plays. Like, that will just give you an indication of how she is. She's a sick individual. Whoever the person is behind the NY person is a very sick individual, very insecure
Did I see
individual.
TGNY? Like, what is the letters? What is NY? Someone wrote
New York.
It's
TGNY.
it's that girl, New York.
Oh, okay. I think I did see. I've seen her at Sincere's or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense to me now. See, I'm figuring out who we talking about.
Wow. Good Lord. But I know that I know she was DMing and exchanging pictures and doing all kind of craziness.
That gets weird right there.
Getting to the flown out situation, collecting guys pictures. Absolutely not. Envy Airlines is closed right now.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Stacy, so you're familiar with the Tuck and D. So Stacy's familiar with the Tuck and D channel, and
Tuck and D.
It's Tuck Beats is what the channel is. It's Tuck Beats.
You know what it sounds like, right?
Yeah,
when someone's Tuck and D.
Go ahead.
But the guy's name, he goes by Tuck.
Every time I say something to her, you're like, let her finish, let her talk. I'm like, God damn, I'm dropping down. All right, go ahead. Go on, Brenda.
You don't have to drop down. You're asking good questions. These are shorts, but go ahead.
No, the name of the channel.
Anyway. Y'all go ahead.
The name of the channel is Tuck Beats, but the guy's name is Tuck, and the girlfriend's name is D.
Yes, wait, I did see that.
And she would change her avatar picture to these, like, her bending over in the 2Ps, her on a beach or a boat, like all these sexy pictures to try to entice this gentleman Tuck, and to flirt with her. And they would do it in front of the girlfriend, and then when the girlfriend would get mad and say something, he would be drunk, and he on live would beat the shit out of her. He's pulled a gun on her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
And
you're right.
she would sit back and laugh. Like, that is some sick shit.
You seen that shit, Envy? What she's talking about? I think I seen it at Sincere's. That's the only reason why I know about the show. It's like some crazy couple, not a show, whatever. They go live or whatever, but it's like a crazy couple that's fucking crazier than like SD and 88 together.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
hard.
like beating,
That's-
hurting each other. Fucking, I mean, yeah, that level.
so wow, I don't know. I don't know how she would put all that together. And it's kind of interesting that you say that they move around those three. Like I didn't put that part of it together. Like somebody mentioned,
I call them the Sanderson sisters, which is, the movie from Hocus Pocus, the
yep,
witches. So I
yep.
call them the Sanderson sisters, and they go crazy. And it's
I,
Sincere
I,
Seda, Melanated Agenda, and That Girl NY.
I gotta,
And if
I
you
gotta
notice,
admit,
they
some of
go
this
from
sounds like a
channel to
trolling job.
channel.
Go ahead, my
They
bad.
go
I didn't
from
mean to cut you off.
channel to channel. They get mod sticks together, the three of them. They link up together.
Did I hang up? What happened?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you
Yeah, go
stopped. It
ahead.
just went quiet for a second.
Yeah, I know. I thought that her mic dropped or her phone died or
It
Yeah.
might
whatever.
have. I'm sorry.
But you literally said the Sanderson sisters. Jesus.
See, I
So
never seen
you
any of
think
that.
they're
Like
all
she
me
always
neither. I
speaks when I
missed
see
it.
Sincere, and I've just never run into that, like, and peeped anything like that. Like, it's just like I get it, y'all two are into it, so you would. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see any other. Let's go over here and do this type of like shit from Sincere. I mean, I get
No,
it if
I
you're
don't
on
think
the
no,
ops side.
I don't think that she's, has crude intentions when Sincere goes to places and is a mod stick, but those two will follow, get mod sticks, and more so them than Sincere will cause issues or block people or get very defensive and very oddly protective of the channel holder. It's very strange.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, and I don't know who we. I know of the person. Like I've seen them. I'm sure I said what's up to them in Sincere's chat plenty of times, but I don't really know who we're talking about. So I'm not like on a thing to defend them with every comment I make. But I mean, I get it because some people really ain't. They just not say they ain't made for the panel or built for the panel. They're not either comfortable with it or they're. And the way they do that is they have their behind the scenes with the content. They try to show their loyalty, and they're always like, "Come over here, I'm over here," and they call each other over
True.
there. I see all that shit, so they go extra to show like they're not gonna come on the panel, or I guess she does hit panels though, right? Yeah, but I get it. I get those signs though. I know what you're explaining because there's like I
So
see that a lot.
this is a
I
good
just want to
question that
answer
Fact put
facts.
out there, Kendra. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, multiple calls had been made, and when we do get their location, they live in a RV, so they'll move from park to park. So when you get their location and the police have been sent out there, they'll move. They'll pick up and move. If they get a word, Trolls will go in there and be like, "Oh, they're calling the cops on you," or he'll take down his live, because usually his live will stay up. Then he'll probably, I believe, would review it the next morning, see what he did and see what evidence is on there. He would remove it.
You mean the
And
Tuck and D people?
yes.
Okay, all
And then
right.
they would pick up and they would move their location. So it was hard for them. But cops have been there many, many a times. Cops have
Oh
taken
yeah,
her
I've seen
to the
some of it.
hospital for being over intoxicated, and many, many
Definitely
things
a
have gone
guy that
on.
should be found. Like if everyone knew where she was, and there's any real man around, he would. He's definitely the type of guy who'd be
Of
like, "Oh, we should
course.
go try to catch him real quick." Like he's that level of piece of shit. Let's not
Yep.
be. Let's. But when I first got explained the channel, I'm like, "Tuck and D." I'm not going to a channel where
Right.
anyone's tucking any
I thought
D.
she
Yeah,
said that
it's
too.
called Tuck Beats. It's called Tuck
I'm
Beats,
like
and
tuck and
they
D. Nope, not interested.
Yeah, Stacy was following along right with you there. Then when she said that they were reported, they always move. That's
yeah.
Yeah,
crazy. Like, don't they
Yep, he
get
has
yeah.
tired of
multiple
doing that?
weapons in the
Like,
house. He has PTSD. They're both alcoholics. They both are it's they're very codependent on each other. So they lie for each other, they stick up for each other. So when the cops come, they lie, they stick up for each other. It's just very toxic. It's crazy. But what I'm saying is this girl NY was feeding into that by trying to make him jealous, causing him to have issues with the girlfriend, knowing the outcome by the end of the night, he's going to be beating her ass.
Now, if
It was,
that's the
and to me,
actual
that's
case,
disgusting.
Yes, that's beyond a little trolling. Now I didn't see it, so I
Yes.
can't be like, yeah, she's fucked up. So, but I mean, if you see a situation that volatile where a woman's being hurt, and you use that situation to come in and be like, let's fuck with that woman and get her jealous, yes, that'd be some fucking sinister ass shit. Not saying I didn't see
Envy,
it done, so I
envy.
ain't saying that she did it.
Yeah.
I'm just
What's
saying
up?
When I
it
hop down,
happened.
I'll send you some pictures of what this guy did to this girl's face. I mean, lumped her
Oof.
face, blood everywhere. Like, I'll send you some screenshots of and some of the screenshots of the flirting that was going on, and then the end results of what this guy would do to this girl. I mean, he is like straight leg kicked her like across the room. They have like this little hot plate that they have that they were boiling water on, or no, she was boiling grease to make chicken. He was drunk. Supposedly it was an accident, but they were fighting, and he shoved her, and she was intoxicated and didn't catch herself and put her arm right into the boiling grease.
Yep.
She burnt the skin right off of her hand.
I don't question that at all. I don't remember what I was shown, but I know of this channel. I think I went to Sincere's. They started explaining it. I started cracking on it, like, what the fuck is Tucker D and all that, Chris? But then they showed me some, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was some level of him doing shit like that to her. That's why, right when you said, I was like, oh, yeah, he needs an ass whipping. So I don't question none
Yeah.
of the shit he did to her. I'm just
Oh no,
wondering
it's crazy.
if she went in
But
there trolling, like, I'm going to make her jealous. That just seems like crazy. Like,
this
that's
is the
just
whole
like,
reason
why
of
would
me
you do
bringing
that?
the whole reason of me bringing up that, their channel and stuff, is because she was a mod over there. She took over, the channel practically by enticing him with having him think that there was more to their friendship than what actually was. And in order to do that, you have to be a really sick individual. Is
Now,
my
I got to
point. So
say one thing. Mike, my bad, go ahead and finish. I didn't mean to cut you off.
whoever's behind the NY account is just a very sick, insecure individual.
This is one thing I know for sure. Well, not for sure. I can never say for sure. But me knowing what I know of Sincere, and that if she's riding with this girl and they're at the point to where they're linking up and going to pages together and getting wrenches together, I can't see Sincere knowing she's doing that, being able to see she's going over to that situation that Sincere was disgusted with and did not have any respect for when she showed me that fucking D page. I can't see her seeing that girl do that unless there was some motive behind it and she knew what she was really doing. I can't see Sincere watch her go over there, do that volatile, crazy shit, put that woman at risk of fucking getting God knows what happened to her, and then just being like, yeah, whatever. Like, we're missing
I don't
something.
believe that Sincere was aware of what she was doing over there.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. I couldn't see Sincere knowing she's doing that and just being like, "Hey, what's up? What are we doing tomorrow?" and not addressing that. That's why I was like, "All right, so if she didn't know, then maybe that's the case or
Yeah,
something."
I don't really care for Sincere, but I'm not gonna lie on it. I honestly, I don't think that because I never saw Sincere over at Tuck and D's. I only saw NY. I didn't even see Melanated over there. So it was strictly just NY that I would see over there. So I don't believe that they were aware of how volatile it was. I do know that Sincere was aware though of the abuse, because Slapper had did a little thing on it and said, I'm not going over there anymore, because by going over there, it's condoning their behavior.
Oh no, the Tuck
Um,
and D thing is fact. I know she knows that because that's how I found it out. Maybe it was a Slapper and the both of them explaining it to me when I came to her channel. That's no question. The abuse shit between the other two. I was just wondering, like, if the other one's doing all this, I just can't see Sincere just riding with it. So I'm like, if she is doing that, how the hell do you know and everyone else know and Sincere's clueless and just no knowledge of it whatsoever at the same time? But I kind of feel like if she did know, maybe there was a real reason for going over there and there was more to it. And the real plan was to try to find out something and find out where the dude was to get him caught up for what he's doing. I'm just I'm just guessing off of what I know of people, what I think
Hey,
might
based
be in their
on
head.
facts, based on facts question right here, how did they get a wrench together? Hey, Kendra, did you see, like, was it like boom boom boom, one got one day, they got all of them together, or I am interested in that, like how fast do they get a wrench, like boom boom boom? Do you know any of
Well,
that?
they would come. One would come in, and then
That's
I would
my
notice.
girl.
Then
Yeah,
the other two would come in. That's my girl. You know what I mean? And then they
yeah.
would be there. They would be there for every show, be good supporters, and then they would get wrenches, or one would get blocked out. Like I believe the reason that NY got one in Big Rigs was because she had gotten blocked by somebody. Sincere made a stink about it, and I believe that's how NY got her wrench.
As
So
I
it's things
would.
like that.
If that was like my one of my right hands, and I said, "Come over here," and one of them got blocked, and I'm on the IG level with them, and I'm talking to them, and I got a wrench, I'd be like, "Yo, why my people getting blocked?" I'd do the same shit. They'll say, "That's your people. Hold on, let me wrench them up." It's like I get it.
No problem, fact.
But
Wow, Kendra.
there's just plenty of lots of things that this girl's done that's just very weird. Tons of lies that she's been caught up in, then she'll backpedal
Oh
and
yeah,
she
I'm not
forgets what
trying to
she
pick
says.
apart. Let me make clear, I'm not trying to pick apart everything you say and be like, "Well, what about this and what about that?" I'm just trying to get a good understanding. You know what I mean? I just do this. I'm sorry. I just question
No,
shit.
I'm trying to explain myself. Like this has been going on for 3 years. There's just so much. It's hard to pinpoint. Like
Right.
if you
I
said
get it.
or needed information on one thing particular, I'm pretty sure I have it. It's just a matter of like breaking everything down of like what you're looking for or what you want on the girl. Because I mean, she's just followed me around places. She says I follow her around. I don't know if I wouldn't even say following around. I'm not even going to put that on her. I just think that we're just in a space of YouTube where you run into each other, is the way I look at it. So I wouldn't even say that she's following around, but wherever she sees me, it's an issue. Either I get blocked out of the chat or they
Uh,
warn the CC, oh, she's here to cause problems or you know what I mean? And it's bullshit.
Yeah, let
Do they
me
feel
see.
like
I
you
seen
know too
Resto's
much?
good. I seen Resto's comment. Ask Broadway about Asia. Yeah, Resto, that's what I said from the jump. But we're definitely, even though it's very similar situations on how you're explaining it, and even the name's the same, they're not talking about the same Asia. That's the first thing I came up to ask.
No, but I'm going to hop down real quick and Envy, I'm going to look for a couple things to send you right now.
Okay, I appreciate
just to
that, Kendra.
just to show, and if there's any questions or if I could answer. But like actually had said Shakima has information apparently too, so she would be one to talk to.
Right.
um
Let me ask you this, like along what Mike said, like, is there anything like, because me, I heard like money exchanges, DMs, picture exchanges, airlines, and all that. Am I far off? Because basically, I'm new to the story. Do you know more? Like, does
I
anything
don't
ever like happen like
I
that got
haven't
like
seen
boom?
anything. I haven't seen anything like that. I just know that she goes around, she
Knew it
tries
was
to
envy.
entice men and get attention, and then from there it goes to I've only been with two people my whole
That's what
life.
she
Me
said all
too.
I'm
the time.
single.
Me
every
too.
every day, like in every chat, every channel, she's like, I only have two bodies. I've only been, and then she says that she's well, she tries to say that she actually puts out there that she makes people feel like she deals with nerds because she's like, oh, one of the two boyfriends was a gamer and he wanted to flirt with girls while he's on his video game. She's got a hell
Well,
of a
that's the
story
one.
about she's only
That's
been
the
with two
one.
people. Two people. She's a good girl.
That's the
She's
one I believe that she was he was older than her, apparently. And that's the one I believe that the one that you're saying is a gamer, I believe is the one that she was engaged to that was from another sector. That somebody had told me the name, and I know I have the screenshot of it.
See, y'all gonna get me roasted, a girl, and then I'm gonna find out just because jokes just naturally come to my head, no matter who or what we're talking about.
whoa,
And I'm like, I'm not
wait.
trying to
No,
shoot
but
at the
that's
girl.
but that's
Hey,
what she
come
does. Like
pillow
she
talk.
says, that's what she does. She says, I've only had two bodies.
Yep,
I'm
all
20.
the
I own my
time.
own business. I own a couple properties. I want to have a babies. I'm gonna have a baby by the time I'm 35.
Yep.
da 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 da. Like it's
Yeah, just
just
way too much for
She
YouTube.
builds a
it's
whole she paints a whole picture for people to think like they have a chance. That's how I see it.
Fuck it,
But
I
I know
can't help but
something
exactly
say
she
it.
said, come pillow talk with me. Come pillow talk with me said something earlier that they tried to mess up her channel, number one. And now she said the gamer is her ex co-host. Wow. Like,
right. She
because
said
she
yes.
always
She
mentions the
said
gamer.
right. Well, the one that she supposedly co-host with,
Oh,
because
Jack.
people will say all the time, yes, that's it. That is it. Yes, Jack. That is it.
Oh,
They said she says that she, because people will question, I've said it many times, hop up on the panel, now she did hop up on Slapadon's twice. One time was to cuss me out for something, and then the second time she hopped up there was more of a longer time that she spent up on a panel, and I laughed at her and said she sounded like she's either from like Virginia or Kentucky. Like she sounds like an old fat woman with a
Oh,
down south
Jesus.
accent.
That
Not
smokes
even
too much
somebody.
cigarettes.
Well, New York, Boston, you have a dialect. You know what I mean? A specific
Right.
dialect that you can kind of
Kentucky.
pinpoint.
That's the way I always used to make
Y-
fun of them. I drove through there
Yeah.
once, and I went to some old bridge. It's like an old stone bridge. It's like this giant bridge, but it's made out of like real rock that was like natural. So we went there just to hike it, and I was just like, Kentucky, just fucking.
Uh-huh.
So this is crazy. Oh, wow.
So
I
what
didn't
I'm
know
saying
that.
is I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. What were we just saying? I just
Ugh,
totally went blank.
yeah.
Oh,
I
that
don't know.
person,
Mike was talking
Jack.
about a
The
bridge. Yeah,
person,
Jack.
Jack, that she co-hosted with. So I had made fun of her voice over at Slap John's. She came back and said to somebody, "Oh, I had a cold." First, the excuse was she had a cold, and I said, "No." I said, "Because you had the same voice the first time you hit the panel, so twice you had the same voice." And then she said she used a voice changer. Who in the fuck would use an old fat lady's
People in the
voice
Mode 3 sector.
as a voice changer?
Oh, wait, she used the what voice?
A fat down south old lady voice.
Someone
Like
who's
who would
up north
use?
and skinny? I don't know.
No, do you know what I mean though? Like
I know, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
if you're gonna change your voice, you'd make it cute, you make petite, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Especially a
Something.
girl. Yeah. Especially a
And
girl. Yeah.
you wouldn't
Remember,
make
how you
yourself sound
doing?
slow.
Yeah.
This person
No.
legit sounded slow. So that's when she had said, oh, I used to. So when I questioned her on it, then I saw her. I had said it to other people, how trolls are. They'll find her in other chats and call her out on it. And she was like, oh, I used to cam up all the time and I co-hosted with somebody in another sector. Um,
In
and
the
we were
class.
engaged. She was like, till I found out he was, flirting and talking to other girls, and I ended it, like weird stuff like that.
That is
But
the
yes,
classic
Jack.
Yes.
excuses
No,
of a
that's the
troll.
craziest. Well, that's the craziest thing that she was talking about. I was like, hold on a second. I'm like, you broke up with a gamer because the gamer is flirting with girls on the video game
She's
app. I'm
very
like,
controlling. She
whoa.
wait it to be all about her all the time. She wants the
Wait though, wait a
attention
minute.
and
Wait, your
everything to be about
guy,
her.
you're in a relationship as a grown adult. Your man already spends all his life on the fucking video game, and now you have to make sure he's not talking to girls who would
On a
also be
video game.
spending all their time on this video game. If that's all your worries, you got bigger issues.
Okay, so the content creator's name is Jack DeVoice. And
Right.
I went
Okay.
over and I was looking through some things to see if I could see her in a chat, to see it, or to see if there was any video of where she did co-host with this gentleman. I couldn't find one that she co-hosted with him on, but I did hear him, like I said before, say something about I don't know, something Asia, and then he was like, I mean NY. So that's how I know her name is Asia. And I just thought it was really coincidental that when I first warned Slapadon, I said, I believe this is a girl and her name is Asia Graves, who was popped in the black sector for not
Oh
washing.
yeah,
Her
I've
mother
seen
came in and
Asia Graves'
basically
name a bunch of times.
accused.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait a minute. There's an Asia Graves, and then there was another one. I want to say it was Asia Graves, but I don't want to. Don't quote me on the Asia Graves part because
Oh, okay, because I've
there was
definitely
two
seen that
Asias.
name.
There was two
What?
Asias. There was
There's
Asia
Asia,
Graves,
who's
and then there
also
was an
Candy Asia, Canned Asia, puts it all together like that.
yeah,
Candy,
but that's
Candy.
Mo 3 sector. In the
Okay,
black
okay.
sector. There
All
Right,
was
right,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Asia
skip
Graves,
the
and then there
Asia.
was
We figured
another,
that out.
All
and then
right,
there
all
was
right.
another Asia. Um, and I don't want to
You're
pin this on
absolutely
Asia
right.
Graves if it's the
No,
wrong person.
because when we were trying to figure out, well, not me personally, but when they were over there trying to figure it out, they also ran through the fact that there's this one, and named the other two that you two are talking about. So, all right, you know what?
Yeah, but
I got
So
maybe
so to
Asia
connect the
Graves is
dot.
sticking in my head because I've seen that name,
Right.
but there was two
yeah.
Asias. There was an Asia Graves and then another Asia, and I don't want to misconstrue them, but I do know that one of them was a younger girl, and she was on a stream with somebody, and the mother popped in and basically popped her for not washing her ass or peeing her pants or something and not washing her ass.
What?
And after that, the girl disappeared. And then all of a sudden, now this NY person pops up like shortly after. And then when I did go to that gentleman, Jack's channel, he did say that her name was Asia. And then I see this person is saying, yes, her name is Asia. So
Yeah,
there
it's
you
Okay.
crazy
go.
because I'm trying to connect the dots here because Come Pill Talk with Bay said that she had a co-host and then they wanted to ruin the channel and then Jack the Voice. I'm trying to put all that together because Come Pill Talk with Me is very involved in the situation. Yeah, we know
Okay.
there's
Now,
two ages. Go
yes,
ahead.
there's two Asias. Yes, one's Asia Graves, and then there's another one, and I can't remember what the
I'm
other one
trying to
was.
think where I
I'll look
see
at
Asia
my
Graves the
screenshots, and
most.
I'll be able to tell you.
I've definitely seen Asia Graves in a bunch of places, so I'm
Then
not
maybe
sure.
that's not it.
I'm not sure if it was the 30 sector,
Oh,
like New
Moxie.
York people,
Hold
or if it
on.
was like the Mo
That was
3.
a that was a Clyde Diva page when she was popped.
What
It
Oh,
was?
was it was either Clyde Diva or Diva Tomboyish's page where this Asia person was popped for not washing her ass or whatever. Yeah. And it was with what was her
That
name?
comes with a name changed after that for sure. But if your
It was
mom's popping you, we're
hold
talking
on.
about fucking too young for this age group,
it
regardless if
was
you're 18.
Hold on. My brain
I
is
don't know,
going.
Moxie, do you
So
remember Allie? Allie was on the panel when it happened. Allie, they used to call it Alligator or Allie Messy Boots or something like that.
Well, the more
She
we get into it, is the more it comes down to, oh, she just lies a lot. In that case, I mean, shit, I got a fucking fake Pyru
I
over
don't think
here
it's Boot
that's
Gang
talking about
Asia.
shooting
I don't
everybody,
think
and he's got
so.
bodies. Like,
Mm.
so
Jay,
we got a
no.
bunch of
hold
people.
on, Mike.
God,
I'm like my head spinning. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so
bro.
you got Pill Talk with Bay had a co-host, and then we're talking about the voice. We're talking about Jack. We're talking about the three, as you call them, the sisters and whatnot. I'm
The
trying
Sanderson
to
sisters.
yeah, the Sanderson sisters. Yeah. And then wow. I
But I don't know how she came to be with Sincere. Now when I was over at Sincere is like when I first met you, Mike. I know that Melanated Agenda was a mod for her. And I don't think that NY ever was a mod for Sincere, but the three of them seem to be really close. Well, I know that Sincere is very close with Melanated, and I know that Melanated has kind of taken NY under her wing and is very protective of her. So the three of them kind of go together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean
wow.
that can come happen in a matter of one or two incidents, though. I mean, Cecilia just had her falling outs with people. She could have showed signs of just how hard she wrote for her and said, "I'm taking her side over everyone." So then it makes you, in return, feel like, all right, I remember when that person wrote for me in this situation, this situation. Next thing you know, they're acting like sisters. I'm not talking about them in particular. So I mean, that could happen, but. I don't know why. I definitely know the name. I can't. Obviously, I must have just thought she was just somebody in the chat because I can't put a face or a voice. No, you got the clip. Some people have been writing in the chat. Can you get the clip so MB can play it so they know what you're talking about or some shit like that?
The voice. Like if
The
she
voice, yeah.
The
joined
voice now the voice has been Slapadon has that. He took it off of because this is when they were cool, but they're not cool right now. So I don't know. I'll see if I can get it from him. But Lady Law has heard the voice. Um
So there's some
I don't know
lady
if
Law's
Brenda was
trying to
over there.
figure out too, and it's talked about or something. Just curious. I'm just curious if other
Yeah.
people. All right, so this is the thing. This ain't you
Well,
guys.
yeah,
Couple
they
of
were
people
talking
here.
about they were talking about Buddy Lee's channel and stuff like that as well. So obviously that's black
Hmm.
sector.
Also over
Yeah,
there, they was
they
like
call the
talking about.
2.0s and
No, I mean, was Buddy Lee and them even like, who is this person, or and actually speak on it too?
no, no, not
Oh, that's
till
what I thought you meant.
but they really weren't as invested. But the reason they're familiar with her is because she would go over to Buddy Lee's shop. She had bought a wrench and then Buddy had taken the wrenches away and she was upset that she didn't get her wrench back. And then when
Oh,
Sincere had the falling out with Lady La, somehow Buddy Lee got pulled into it and their play runners, all the bullshit that comes along with that.
all right.
Wow, Jesus. Well, the
I
thing
got to
is
take
it's
a
going to be
quick
good.
smoke break to
All
rethink
right,
what I'm
man.
doing with my life, and I'll be
All
back
right.
shortly.
Okay. All right, man.
I'll be back.
I'm gonna ask
But
her a
I'm
few
gonna see if
things.
I can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if Slap It Dawn can release that video for us. Because I think Shakima would want to hear it too, and I know that Lady Live wanted to hear it again. Because she did try to say that she used a voice changer. I mean, the person sounds like they're slow. They can't roast for anything. It's like a 12-year-old trying to roast. It just
Oh
that the
wow.
voice does not fit the picture, and that's how I knew she was catfishing from way back
Right. You
then.
got it.
But
You got a good looking young
I really
woman, and
want to
then
get that.
and then go ahead.
Yeah, and then it's a deep kind of like raspy
Rah.
kind of down south
Smoke too
old
many
woman
cigarettes.
kind of voice. It's a little crazy, but I'm gonna send you
Wow.
a couple things that I have just to
Perfect.
show you how you know what I mean, like how she is a little bit, and I don't know if you have any other questions. I'll hop back up, but good luck with this one. It's a rabbit hole.
That is crazy. And you have my IG, correct?
Yep, I took a screenshot of it, so I'm gonna go look it up right now, and I'm gonna send you a few things that I can find right now.
Yes, please do, Kendra.
But
I
I mean, when I
really
say I
appreciate.
have hundreds, I have hundreds of different pictures. Ones with her with tattoos, ones without tattoos. I'm
And
surprised
with
nobody's
different
caught
people.
on. Yeah, like, well, it's always
How
like
in
the
the
same face. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird that
Some
people
look the
didn't catch
same,
on. It's weird that I felt
and that's what I've
weird
been
because
waiting.
it's really odd that I felt weird, but she was doing some weird behavior. Like some of the things, I mean, it started with things she was dropping in the chat that are flaggable, like literally like about maybe a deceased person or whatnot. And then it was, as I said, the gamer, and then it was, oh, she literally told me I'm at the wrong platform. I didn't mean to use that picture. Like I'm
Yeah,
like, whoa, because like
it's just
she puts each picture up that's appropriate to that platform to get shock value.
right. I don't really think that anybody it really has cared. I think everyone's kind of overlooked it up to this point because no one's really been invested in it and really care. Like, I think people have seen weird behaviors from her, but just like, okay, she's just a weirdo, and kind of blow it off. And I don't think anybody's really been invested to like really pay attention. But
I
like
don't,
I said,
yeah.
she's been coming at me for 3 years. So I paid attention. I've taken screenshots, different things she said. And the girl's a fucking wacko. And I've just been waiting because I'm not a content creator and I'm not like
Right,
really what's the word, like I'm not like really good with computers and things like that, so like
right.
I've been wanting to make a file of this bit and like give it to somebody and be like, listen, pop her for all this shit, like she's a liar. But I
Oh,
don't think
don't
she's really
worry.
done anything egregious enough to the point where anybody's been invested into it
I
to really
am.
care. Do you know what I mean? So like, because she's really like never done anything. It's just very odd, weird behavior and lies up to this point.
Well,
Like
yeah,
other than that, I don't think she's really done anything to where if somebody's been like, I really want to get her. You know what I mean?
no, what I've heard that got uncovered by, I mean, my mods they move different. What's been uncovered is, you're going to share the pictures and the whatever you have, but what's been uncovered is people can share like different communications, and the reason why it hasn't come out is because people are embarrassed because there's been like relationship talk. You know how people get. and then
Hmm.
they send each other's pictures. And the problem is, there's people out there that have had long-standing like YouTube ships with this woman, and they don't want their pictures are sent to her. So if they tell on her, she's going to be like, boom, boom, boom. Look at this idiot. She's holding these things. So here's where I think it goes. She comes out here, she finds somebody. She has a YouTube ship, gets the pictures and whatnot, hangs it over their head, and then gets cash apped and all that other stuff, because I know that to be the case with people sending her pictures and things like that. I at least know that part. Now I'll dig for the rest of it, but I wanted to get at least this much out.
Well, I
And it
think that the next smart move would maybe to try to get in touch with that Jack the Voice and see what information he has, because he seems to have been into a relationship. Apparently, according to her, they were engaged.
wow. So she was cheating on the gamer.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's the same person,
she
but I'm
always
pretty
makes
sure.
sure she always makes sure that we know that, oh, I only have two bodies. That was always weird to me. Now, the only reason I
If you
looked
only have
into it
two
is
bodies and you got pregnant at 16, then you're telling me if you're as good looking as you want everyone to perceive that you are, you're telling me that you haven't had sex up till just recently, when she was in Slapper. Prior to that, which would be go back, say now 4 years, because this was like 3 years we've been going at it. So, or like 2.5 years. So, like maybe say 3.5 years ago, you were in a relationship. So you're telling me from age 16 to 25, you didn't have sex? I find that kind of hard to believe.
yeah, it sounded like, I mean, some of the things that she was talking about, it really looked like, I mean, I'm not saying gamers or like, just whatever, but based on some of the people that she was going after, she was presenting herself like a beautiful woman that likes, I guess, I don't know, like that would give guys that don't think that they have a chance. Because
Well,
when you
that's what she
say,
would do. That's what I mean. Like she would say she likes older men. She's like,
yep,
I know I'm only 27, but I like older men. My last boyfriend was 10 years older than me. And she
I
goes
heard
like
that
these
too.
geeky, goofy, types. And which I don't understand. Like if you own a G Wagon, you have multiple properties, you are a traveling nurse, you have access to doctors, this and that. You're going to your choice of a man to have a baby with, because you say you want to have a baby pretty soon, um would be YouTubers. Like, not knocking any YouTubers, but
Well, right.
nobody that has a plaque on their wall, you know what I mean? Like,
Right, true, right? the,
I
the
mean,
play
just
button, right?
common sense. I mean, you have all this stuff going for you, and you're telling me you haven't been in any relationships other than 16 when you got pregnant, and then your last boyfriend, who was you found out had a
What do you
YouTube channel and was
what do you think
over
about the
engaging
whole?
with women.
What do you think? I know when she said that her dude was flirting with people gaming, I was like, okay. What do you think about the whole channel that this person made? Like, I mean, they took the time to do shorts, they took the time to do everything so that, because she knows that mods are going to
But
click on
not
her
one
name and go,
short did she speak in. Not one short did she
not at
speak
all.
in. It was smoking a blunt or whatever, or turning her face. Like, and the person, when Shakima popped her with the picture and then had the side by side, we're talking like a 4 month gap of, or like longer than 4 months gap of when the original picture was, and then when she took it and she said, "Oh, I was out today showing off my gang's new clothing line." Like, what? And that's in April, and the picture was originally taken in December. Like, she's a liar. It's just weird. It's very weird.
I mean, she created an entire, hold on one second. My headphone.
A whole persona of somebody off of a picture, but I think everything else that she speaks is lies.
It See, the thing is like, that's why we're gonna dig into it, because basically I want to know, it's very weird. Like, because that is a whole lot of time invested, and
A
it
whole
wow.
lot, a whole lot. And my question is, what are your intentions?
Yes,
Ultimately, what are your intentions?
a scam. And as I said, she's holding things over people's heads that have dealt with her. And the thing is I've been told specific information, but I'm not a person that's going to come out and speculate because it's content. This is the internet. Once I say
Hmm.
something, it could be debatable, and if it's debatable that
Hmm.
I'm wrong, then obviously I'm a fraudulent content creator, right? And
Yeah.
I don't want to do that to my people. And the thing is, the only reason why I cared at all whatsoever is I want everybody to be comfortable. Like if somebody's a mod, a supporter, whatever the case may be, I don't want to be a channel where they're going to be like, oh, you've had that girl over here as a mod for this long and she's done this and this and this and this and that. No, I want to go ahead and get that out of the way as soon as possible. I'm not going to be responsible for that, or
I
I
mean,
wouldn't
I don't
care.
care what people do with the information that I give. I just want people to be aware of
Oh yeah.
her track record of things she's done and how she's been. Just bring awareness to her so that I don't know. I don't know. It's just very, very odd. And she's come at me, so I'm like, fuck it. I'll make now.
Right.
You want my attention? Now you got my attention, is how I been rolling.
Well, you got the right one. because yeah,
Yeah,
you
is
watch me, you've dealt with me enough where yeah, I'm gonna try to
yeah.
get you. Yeah, you know what I do. I get
All
people
right.
up
Well, I'm
out of
gonna
here.
hop down
I
and send you a few
appreciate you.
things just for now, and then like I said, it's a big rabbit hole. I mean, it can go
Oh, that's
deeper. If there's
fine.
other things or questions or things you need, just ask me. I'm sure I probably have it somewhere in my screenshots.
I'm sure you do. Kendra,
And
thank
I
you for
probably
taking
sound just as much as an equal psycho as her, saying I have hundreds of screenshots, but she's like threatening
well, I
me
mean,
and
if she's
stuff. So I'm like
harassing
taking
you,
screenshots.
of course, of course. I
You know
listen,
what I mean?
trust
Just
me.
to cover myself. So, because she would go from chat to chat and say I said things that I didn't say,
I
and I'm
have
like, what?
100. I got 109 videos on private. Trust me, I pull out what I need when I need it. You got to
Yeah,
be out. You always have to be out here. People are going to spit narratives, lies. They're going to say the craziness. I mean, I've had people try to do the most to me, but they left me alone because they know that my receipt my receipt file is deep. So, Kendra, I
yep.
really do appreciate you taking the time. Thank you for the rest of my questioning. I'm pretty sure that somebody's going to say that I baited you to come over here and tell me all this, but this is organic, y'all. I
Oh,
promise you. I didn't.
absolutely not. I came here on my own volition.
All right. Kendra, thank
All
you for
right.
taking the time. Please
Take
send me
care.
whatever and then we'll go
Oh, I
from
am.
there.
I'm going to
Okay.
send it right now. Thanks,
Okay.
Envy.
Thank you so
Bye
much.
bye.
Yep. You said this is wild, but I knew it. She used to be in the black tea sector, claiming she had a stalker in the beef sector. Okay. All right. Kendra, I didn't drop you. Beasley, black sector. Go ahead.
Um, yeah, Kendra shouldn't have left. Asia Graves used to come to my show 4 years ago, and she would be at every show, and she would hit the panel, and she would like to talk to me a lot. And she seemed very young and slow. No, it's Beasley, and it's like 4 years ago. And Shitty Greg used to like flirt with her, and I'm like, dude, she's underage. I think she's underage. So I was really, really paranoid about her being underage and being around an adult show because we're adults. We talk about adult shit. And oh, there goes Pillow Talk with Bay. She said, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. I'm not mad at you.
What's up, Simon?
She said,
You
Miss
got something
Jackson.
bad?
She said, Miss Jackson. So check it out. So
Yeah,
Asia
yeah.
Graves.
How
So
you
listen
how
to
you
this.
doing,
No,
man?
this is where it gets interesting. This is where it gets interesting.
How you doing?
So I'm like, well, what do I do? I just don't want to put her out. I just don't want to put her out because she may not be underage, and I don't want to have her show me her ID because I'm like a notorious gonna like it looks like I'm doxing her, right? And I don't give a fuck who she is. I'm just trying to protect myself.
Right.
So I get dun 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 dun. I asked. Angie, who was a mod, the Angie that they're talking about, I get Angie, hey, talk to her, man. Exchange emails with her and everything, and make her show you her ID and she can cover up her name. And just show me the date, right? So Angie does that, and her date, I wasn't 100% sure. So I'm just like, fuck it. When in doubt, stay out. Plus, all these other people were making fusses from other little areas, just talking about. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if she's here or not. I'm sorry, you got to go. And she left, and she went to Clyde, and that was in the middle of Clyde was having her busted open scams. Clyde used to get fucked up. Then she used to bust it open like, well, at least once a month. I mean, busted wide open. I've seen Clyde Diva's ovaries. I've seen her. I've seen her fallopian tubes. I've seen all kind of shit. But oh, that's off the subject. And
Yeah,
then
Beasley. Jesus.
I got a little preoccupied. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
Clearly, you have pictures, but go ahead.
No, I don't have pictures.
I
And I
know
was
I'm
gonna say,
playing with you. Continue, Beasley. I got to keep you on
no,
track. Go
that's
ahead.
that's but that includes Angie. Angie's the one that saw her ID like that and kept it, and that's that predates us. That's a prequel to all this other stuff that's going on. It's a piece of the puzzle that yeah. And Kendra, you do sound a little paranoid. You do sound a bit paranoid. See, Soul Flight remembers all this because Soul Flight is the one that went
You
back and
sound like you're
told.
having breathing problems, bro. I
Yeah,
don't.
who asked you?
I'm
Who asked
listening.
you? Who asked
Okay.
you?
Simon, that's not this part of the show. Go ahead,
Who
Beasley.
asked you? I'm laying down. I'm relaxing. I'm a man of motherfucking leisure. Mind your business, weirdo. You always trying to talk to me, dude. I don't swing that way. You always want to talk to me, dude. I don't fuck with you.
All
And you
right,
think it's
breathe,
fucking
nigga.
funny, dude. Go fuck with weirdos like Trish. I don't fuck with you.
Go and breathe, nigga.
No, 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 no. But I don't fuck with you. What?
I
What
ain't
part?
say
What
you
part?
did.
What part of I? But what part of I don't fuck with you? Don't you get?
Don't try
You
to
got
push
all
me,
these other
bro.
people that are willing to talk to you. I'm not. I don't fuck with you. I'm never gonna fuck with you. Leave me the fuck alone.
You acting like an auction
No,
or
no, no, no,
something.
no, 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 no.
What are you
I don't
talking
fuck with you. You fucking weirdo.
about? Yeah,
I
all
don't
right.
fuck with you. I think you a fucking weirdo. Go fuck with people that fuck with you. I don't
Breathe,
fuck with
nigga.
you. I don't
Breathe.
ask you no problems. I don't fuck with you.
Yeah, when you're talking, you're like
I don't
slurring.
fuck
I'm
with you.
concerned.
What's
Like you're
wrong with
like,
you, man? What
you're
is really
about to have
wrong
a
with
heart
you?
attack on
I don't
YouTube or some
fuck
shit
with you.
like
Go
that.
fuck
What
with
the hell's
Trish.
going on, bro?
Go fuck you belong with crazy people like Trish. Go fuck with crazy people that believe your bullshit.
Okay, all right,
Yeah, go. I don't fuck with you.
all right.
What is wrong?
Continue.
What is wrong with you, groupie ass motherfuckers that be riding my goddamn dick? If I tell you I don't fuck with you, don't you
Don't
have
talk
enough
about your dick,
pride,
man.
enough
Don't talk
dignity to
about
say,
your
"Well, I
dick.
don't fuck with you either"?
Beasley,
Are
just
you,
change that. Just clean up the language a little bit, bro. You can
and
get
I'm
your
not.
shit
But
off,
I
please.
don't get. I don't get you, motherfuckers.
You
If
sound
if
getting
somebody tell me they
emotional.
don't, if someone tell me they don't fuck with me, you know what I
B
say?
F
If
bombs,
someone tells me,
Beasley.
all
F
right, if
bombs,
someone tells
Beasley.
me they don't f with me,
You talking
if
about
someone
all
tells
these
me they don't
private
f with me, you
parts.
know what I say to myself? I said I don't f with you
All
more.
right, getting your
I
emotions,
don't f
bro.
with you
Relax.
more. You know
All right, all
why?
right.
'Cause I got some
Ah,
dignity and I got some
I got you.
pride.
I got you.
Are you
All right.
fucking goofball, man? All right,
Yeah.
man. I'm
Mhm.
out of here. So that's my
What?
Beasley.
part. That's my
What?
part.
Beasley doesn't have
What?
to leave because of Simon.
Jesus.
No, I don't f with him. Listen to this weirdo. This motherfucker's a joker from the fucking. He's a weirdo.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Y'all
What?
entertain these drunk homosexuals. I don't mess with drunks,
Mm.
and I don't like homosexuals. Don't mess with them like that. Play your part.
What? Like your
Jesus.
ex-wife? Play what part? What part am I supposed to play? In
Hey
your
man,
nuts? What are you
I'm,
talking about, bro?
Wow.
you find something funny, MV?
I find it hilarious,
Yeah, I
man.
mean, I'm trying to figure. Kendra's coming back up. Beasley.
Why don't you drop this idiot so we can get back to the
Oh,
topic? I'm right on topic.
trust. Oh, I know you are. Kendra, what's up?
A quick question. I just found you on IG and I sent you a message, but I'm trying to send you pictures, but it just, you're more better with computers than I am. I'm just on my
I
phone, an
am.
iPhone, but it just says message. And I'm usually when I have somebody on
Oh,
IG, there will be like a camera next to it so I can click on it and send pictures. How
yeah.
do I get it to where I can send you pictures? Because it's just saying
You, you
message.
you have to send me a friend request first.
All
What do
right.
you
Well, I
think
just
of
sent you a message, so maybe.
what do you think about the Angie connection? The Angie's the one that I had check her ID.
Okay, so that is Angie Graves. I mean, I'm not Angie Graves, Asia Graves. Because I remember when she was
No,
on
that
Buddy
that no
Lee.
no no that doesn't mean that that person you're talking about is
No,
Asia
no, the
Graves.
name. I was trying to decipher if her last name was Graves or if it was someone else, because I know there's two
It's
Asias
Asia
that are in the black
Graves. It was Asia
sector.
Graves who's coming to my show a lot.
Okay, well, I remember when she was up on Buddy Lee's, there was a question about her age, and she was saying it was her birthday coming up, and Buddy Lee was like, "Well, how old are you?" And I think
Yeah,
she
because
was
I
saying she was
started it
like
because I
turning
didn't want no because I didn't
23.
want because I don't want no underage people around. And I don't fuck with everybody. F with everybody.
Right, and she was saying that she was 23 or something, and that would line up to where NY is saying she's
I'll be right
27
back.
because
You
this was
guys
four
got it.
years ago.
But you know what you
I
know
didn't
where
get it real quick, Beasley. I'm sorry. I know you guys are on topic, but Kendra, I didn't get anything from you. Did you made sure? Is it my profile pic that you see right here?
Yeah.
I don't.
And then there was another one above it when I punched in. There was two of them.
He's saying you gotta send you gotta do the request thing.
No, no,
So
no. I know that you get a message request, but I don't have anything from her. Something. Okay. Can you put yours
you know
in the back? You know how to do the private chat, right?
you're not gonna see it unless you accept her
I
you know where your
oh
logic's faulty,
request.
Kendra.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I got you. I got you
you
now.
got it?
You know
Yeah,
where your logic's
absolutely.
faulty, Kendra.
Where?
Your logic is faulty.
I'm gonna let you guys
Where
talk about this for a second. I'll be right back. Simon, be quiet.
where you're saying this person's this big sophisticated fraud, but then you're trying to make truth out of some of the things that she says and make it fit into the composite of the person you're trying to create.
What are you talking about?
If the person's a fraud, how can you make any truth out of anything they've told?
The only
Any
fraud was
No,
your
I
mother
don't
being
know. I
wealthy.
don't know if
What are you
anything
talking
to be true or not, Beasley. What I'm saying is she is this is the persona she has created of being a wealthy person, having multiple properties, owning a studio.
Asia Graves isn't that person. Asia Graves is a gamer that lived with her mother.
Right. What I'm saying is I believe that Asia Graves has taken on this persona of that girl NY
Could be,
What are you talking about? In
is
what?
what I'm saying.
could be,
Ready?
could
Kendra?
be.
But
Oh,
I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
and
Shakima seems to think that it's Angie. I don't believe that it's Angie.
as far as NB's theory that getting pictures from people, she's getting pictures from people and then getting cash app from them and holding them hostage. Uh,
Beezy sounds like he needs an oxygen shot,
yeah,
man.
I need a whole lot. I need a whole lot. I need 5 fingers to slap the fuck out of you.
Simon, I think you need to be worrying about your NDA with Trish.
Oh shit, you wanna go there, Kendra? Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, hold on a second.
I know you got NDAs with people that I ain't gonna speak about right now. Okay, Kendra, you wanna keep your mouth shut real quick.
Oh, shut the fuck up,
Well,
man.
You
you
What
really
part
don't
of the
want
thing?
me to keep my mouth shut. I just don't know how anybody takes you serious, Simon, when you don't even know if your baby mama is in jail or in a mental hospital because she keeps coming
I
home
never paid him that much attention.
and cutting
I
her
think he's
wrist
in a
with
mental
Oyster cards.
hospital. I got a good radar for
your
crazy people
hairdresser
and for
don't take
drunks.
you seriously.
I
What
think
you
he's in
talking
a
to me
crazy
about?
hospital. So I don't fuck with them. I'm not playing games with no crazy people. Motherfucker laughs like the Joker, weirdo.
You're the
But no one's going to
weirdo.
say
You
the
that
thing,
bro.
what
What
you,
are you talking about?
oh,
Jesus.
man, this motherfucker is dying to have a conversation with me.
Just
Okay,
ignore him, Beasley. What were you saying? Because I want to send Envy some of these
I lost my
screenshots.
train of thought.
No, I
This
got
thing.
back. What's happening? Is Simon ad libbing?
Envy's whole
And I
He's
theory
just
trying
got
to.
back. Huh?
Envy's whole
Envy's
theory
talking.
is Envy's whole theory that she's holding things over people and getting in YouTube ships and getting information. Um, yeah, that's a good point, Soul Flight. And getting information and holding it over people, that's doubtful because not Asia Graves, that why New York donated $20 to me 2 times, and I'm sure she's donated to Slapper.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
sure.
How can the whole state donate you $20? What are you talking about? Calm down.
All right, Envy, I'm gonna hop down and I'm gonna send
Yeah,
you a few of those screenshots
yeah,
just to
but
give you an
Kendra, thank
idea.
you for coming up to check on that. I just accepted your message, so we should be good
Okay,
to
so
go.
now I should be able to have the
Yep.
camera. All right, great.
Mm.
Thank you.
All right, no
Oh,
problem, Kendra. Thank you
Kendra,
so
hang around.
much.
Yep.
All right, Simon, what do you want, man? You got something to
So,
add, or you just want to
nah,
bother Beasley? What's going on, man?
nah, I just came up to say hello.
Because you've been doing the Trish thing or whatever the case may be. Um,
I ain't doing nothing. I was just like, just around.
oh
You know what
no,
I'm
you're
saying?
good. You're good. So
You was
let's
talking
see
about
here. Watch.
catfishing, right?
What'd you say?
You was
Yeah, I
talking
mean,
about
right. Well, yeah, I was talking about catfishing, but there's deeper parts of the story or whatever. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this all together real quick, and get towards the end of my show. I'm gonna open up the. I'm gonna do like a no topic type situation. I'm gonna do maybe a members only on Wednesday. I'm gonna do a no topic situation, and I'll put it in the description to hit the link right here. But since my head is spinning right now because I didn't know I was going to get this much information, content, all this stuff out of this show. I was just basically going to put it out there and see what happened, but a lot happened. So let me concentrate. I'm going to pull together everything, let the people know what's next. And I will literally put in the title like no topic or whatever, and then you can join. Okay. Let me close out this show, Simon.
all right, cool.
All
I
right, man.
usually I just want to tell you like usually I just hop on and like you tell us like who's about to do what
I know.
so
Yep. Yeah. And
so
right. You
yeah
hop
so
on. Okay, so you hop on, and I tell you who's gonna do what. So you're hopping on right now, and I'm telling you, we'll holla at you and come back another time. Okay.
all right, I got you, bro.
All
All
right.
right, bro.
Thanks, man. Uh
All
huh.
right, peace out, peace out, peace out.
All right. Hold on. Let's see here. Damn, I need my things up. Okay. Okay. Wait, hold on. We need another one. All right, cool. He's gone. Yeah, sorry I had to step away, y'all, for a minute, but when people join, like I definitely put up a, short, and that short says, if you join someone's panel, have something to add. Okay. Simon, just read the damn room. I have the DVR off or whatever, man. When you join a panel, please like have something to add. I would appreciate it. But anyway, interesting show. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be this interesting, Soul Sister. But the cool thing is Kendra's going to get some stuff sent over. What I try to do is bring in whatever information that I have and break it down in our own way. I do not care if the content is out there. I do not care what people are talking about. I don't care what people's theories are. None of that. I don't even jump around the internet like that. You guys don't see me panel to panel and doing the most. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take all the information I have. I'm going to dig into it. Like I said, I know, well, I don't know, but I've been sent receipts, information that this woman is holding things over people's heads, and I obviously unmonitor, and I want other people to unmonitor, especially big rigs. I mean, if eh, anyway, I was about to say F everybody, but I don't hate everybody, but the ones I do, please keep her as a mod. Um, but yeah, I wanted to pull everything together because here's what I'm gonna do. Thank you so much. Come Pillow Talk with Bay. I try to put on a show. I really do. Like I don't mind a panel sometimes. Going crazy, out of control or whatever. But I have to keep my promise that the show is going to be a series, and I don't see around too much. Come Pillow Talk, but just like Vibrant's putting in there, please watch my shorts. It's huge for me. Okay. And the reason why it's huge for me is because I'm literally giving you a breakdown of, my shows and the information that we pull together. And then from those shorts, I attach it to specific videos like this, for example. You can click on those shorts and you can watch the long frame video if you want more information. But I'm trying to give you guys an easy way to go through things. And what happens is we're going to go ahead and flood the algorithm. We're going to flood the algorithm so we get more people in here for other people to enjoy. You know, I'm not a person that is very supported and all that other stuff or whatever, but for whatever reason, I have a heart and I want to support other people. So this is a little bit of game. Watch the shorts and then decide if you want to watch my long videos. But please do me a favor and like the shorts. I'm very, very short on likes because I know people scroll through the shorts. So I'd really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for y'all's support. All right. So I do appreciate that. Swag, what's going on? Yeah, this is definitely one that you're gonna want to watch back. I don't know if you were in the bushes or not. But yeah, please watch this episode back because I really do like this show. I like how everything came together. I try to ask the right questions. I try to do, as much panel control as I possibly can so that we can get the, content rolling. I don't have to repeat myself. You guys don't have to get bored. I try my best. I'm not really, really good at this stuff, but I'm giving you as much effort as I possibly can. I always be in the clouds, but I had to drop down for this one. I appreciate that. Thank you. There's other people that be in the clouds. I call it the stands, the upper deck, the luxury box. Come Pillow Talk with Bay. We have refreshments, snacks, and plenty of entertainment up there. As long as you just, stick your head out the window and watch my show as well. We take care of the people up there. So thank you for being in the clouds, bushes, stands, luxury box, whatever. This is a clubhouse down here, so thank you for sliding down to the clubhouse. Let's see here. Okay. No, Red Ball. Okay, cool. All right, y'all. So I'm not one that wants to, drag on the end of shows. Yes, I get it. Sometimes I do 10-hour lives, 13-hour lives, whatever, but it's very rare. Come Pillow Talk with Bay. I really appreciate that. Thank you. People that drop down or people that are up in the stands, in the clouds, whatever you want to call it, they really want to see what the show's about. They want to get to know, the style. So when somebody does drop down after a while watching, I know I did something right. So that's a compliment that, that I take personal. So I really do appreciate that because I know I did something right. Because guess what? Now you're going to start coming to the channel. So anyway, all right. Let's see here. Really great live. A lot of information. Absolutely. Okay. So to sum everything up, right? So ZX and Vic were taken care of. There's nothing more to talk about. They can scramble and gamble over there for the rest of their lives. I don't care. We're done. Now, with this situation here, obviously, I told you all that I got a lot of stuff. Like, allegedly sending pictures of this person and that person and whoop-de-whoop. And I'm going to go through the stuff that I had when I came in here. This was going to be a general show because I never make assumptions. And I'm never going to present information until I can actually show facts. You're not going to hear me sit here and break down this whole situation and, come up with these theories and conspiracies and whatnot without me also being able to be like, hey, y'all, hold on a second, and come down here and be like, boom. When I'm down here, it's like, okay, I'm definitely going to hit y'all with a receipt. So that's what I'm going to work on for you all from now until, the next show. I'm definitely going to work on that. I'll pull everything together. I'll need some help. Moxie, I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Let's go. NY was your mod? Yes. NY was my mod. Enjoyed your time here today. All right. Or enjoyed my time here today. Thank you. Soul Fight. Hopefully you're a regular in here, as I said, even if you're up in the stands, we need to know what you like to drink, what you like to smoke, what you like to eat, because we'll take care of you whether you're down here in the clubhouse or up there in the luxury box. But anyway, as I said, I don't want to continue to repeat myself. I've been trying to close out the show in my own brain, but sometimes it gets cool. When people are around here and they actually say that they finally dropped down or whatnot, it's like it's a natural high. So it keeps me in the room. I want to talk because I'll be honest with you. Not every day do I want to go live, and I have to gas myself up sometimes to do a show because when you hit that go live button, you don't know what's going to happen. Right. but it seems like we had a good show. And as I said, I will go ahead and pull as much information together as I possibly can. And we are up out of here today. Polar's going to get us up out of here, and I'll see y'all here tomorrow at 7. Don't forget, every day at 7, it does not change. I don't care who's live. I don't care what information's out there. I don't care about nothing other than my show is live every day at 7. Our members only lives, I try to have them on Sundays at 7 o'clock. The next members only live is going to be decoding my thumbnails. If you all look at my thumbnails, there's a lot of information. Just look close, look at all of the signs, symbols, emojis, who's on the picture, why they're there. Trust me, there's a lot. And what I'm going to do in that members only live is we're going to try to decode those things. I'm going to reveal some of the things in my picture. You know, there might be pictures of folks that other people have been looking for a long time, and just look real close. I'm very cryptic, but you know, along the way, you guys will learn about it. But let's have Polar get us up out of here, the originator of the Mo3 troll beef sector. And I'll holler at y'all tomorrow at 7. Thank you so much for your support. I'll holler at you.
You know what I'm saying? I got longevity, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? What I'm doing right now, I'll still be on this bitch 10 years from now. I'll see on this bitch 15 years from now if I want to. Me and y'all niggas who don't know that, fool. I'm on this bitch for 10 more years if I want to, fool. You know why? Because my platform started with off of my brain, and what I'm doing right now is off of my brain.